Yeah, I've been answering these questions for so long, and it's damn near that's on AI now. Y'all notice that? Y'all notice that? I've been doing this shit for so long though. Oh my god! You want to say the disclaimer? But that has broke my heart. It's the reality. It's true. Why would I have somebody in a situation that I actually like? Tell me something. If you were a guy, would you have the girl you really, really like so much in a situation? Everybody in this live right now could literally agree, right? That there's levels to like and there's always levels to interest. There will always be that. There will always be levels to it. All I'm saying is y'all's job is to make sure that you're at the top, right? Make sure that whoever you're associating with, it at least looks and sounds like and is making sense that it's at this level like instead of this level. That's all I say. What's going on, Annie? How do I request to join? By pressing the request button. Haven't been on here in a minute. Welcome back, but it's that time. It is that time, man. All right, so who wants to say my disclaimer for me today, man? We hit 400. Who's been on my live long enough to genuinely know what my disclaimer is? From start to beginning. IQ of a peanut. Yep. I like to see it. I'm going to see, man. We going to see it. Let's do it. All right, man. If y'all have anything to say, if y'all have any questions, so on and so forth, make sure y'all request a live. It is disclaimer time, and Kay gonna give it to y'all, man. So
I'm just saying the disclaimer. I don't have nothing.
I know. You go ahead. You the disclaimer today, man.
All right. If you're under the age of 21, please do not join his live. If you have the IQ of a peanut, please do not join his live. What am I missing? If you are sensitive and you don't take to certain approaches, please do not join his live. Am I missing anything, guys?
There's one more.
IQ of a peanut, lawyers, no lawyers. I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, if you're under the age of 21. Oh, no, I said that, right? If you're under the age of 21, please do not join his live.
Control over your brain.
If you know for a fact that another individual has control over your brain to where you cannot see past your nose, please do not join the live.
Very simple, man. I appreciate you.
Very simple.
Real right, man. That's good. That's good. Is she even in here anymore? Nope. Who got one? Who got one for me, man? Who's starting me off today? Who's starting the live off today, man? Who got an interesting scenario for me that you just can't understand and you may have ran it by a couple people and you're still not getting it? Or do y'all want me to go down the list? Or are we starting off slow today, man? What's going on? I wish you would put that big ass pillow. Why are you always trying to control somebody? Y'all know them girls that's just mad controlling for no reason. Like they just want to control somebody. You know what they do, how they like. Why is you like that? What's the word? The girl. I mean, it don't gotta be no bird. It could be somebody that's genuinely curious. It don't even gotta be that. I think they learned their lesson, KayB. Never. Never. Now I did that because of me though, because it was starting to get a little hot. That wasn't because of what she said. That just made me think about how I was starting to get a little hot anyway. So let me just put it down. Let me like don't let, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that though. But don't be hyping these people up, man. These people are trolls. Facts. Who we got? Let's get Jai up here first today. Jai, what's the word, man? You starting us off today, man? What's going on? What?
Hey KayB.
What's good, Jai? What's the word?
Um, I guess really I just have one question. How like I mean, I want to move with my boyfriend, but I put this in the chat yesterday and I don't know, you laughed. But we're long distance and we're gonna or he's gonna be moving to Louisiana next month and I wanna move there with him.
Why?
Um
What do you have in Louisiana?
well okay. I mean him. But
Why?
I'm saying
All right. So where do you currently stay?
in Tennessee and he live in
Tennessee.
Texas.
He lives in Texas. So and how old are you guys?
We're both 21.
So freshly in their 20s. How long have y'all been together?
A year. But we know each other since 2019.
All right, Jay.
Mhm.
I'm only laughing not because I don't feel like your feelings are valid, right? But I really do have to wonder. Have you ever done your research about what happens when you leave your hometown to go move in with somebody? Have you really ever like done your just homework on that?
No. I mean,
You're just wanting to do it because you feel as though you want to be close to this person that you're in a relationship with.
yeah. And I ask like other people and they'll say like yeah, like YOLO basically. And
Huh?
just have like they'll say like
YOLO?
yeah
Who said YOLO?
and
Who said
yeah.
that to you specifically? Or were they
I mean
friends?
they didn't actually say YOLO, huh?
Who said that to you? Like friends, family?
Um my coworker,
Okay.
my sister,
Yeah, just some.
and one's like a family friend.
Okay, so stop talking to the co-worker, disown your sister, and stop talking to the family friend. They have
Okay.
they if they're telling you a freshly 21-year-old girl who's been in a relationship with somebody for a year to leave her hometown and go to Louisiana to go live with some nigga, I don't care what that scenario sounds or looks like. They don't have your best interest at heart if they're convincing you to do that.
Okay. Why what don't you why do you think it's like not a bad I mean it's a bad idea? Is it just cuz it's not safe
There's multiple
or
reasons. It's not safe, for one. Two, you're isolated from actual family. No support on that end. Three, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have, especially at the age, you're gonna end up having to pay as well. Probably go 50-50 with this person. Right? They're probably not actually ready, because he's also 21, right? Ready to really financially take care of you and an entire household. Right?
kid yeah.
And even if he was, at some point in time, it's going to catch up to him. You kind of get what I'm saying? He's still younger. He still has much to experience, right? He still hasn't really been on his own for real, right? So there's so many different factors that are going to come in that's going to affect how he treats you within that household that you're not going to want to have to deal with. So I always say, I mean, bro, to stay where you're safe, which is in your hometown where you have your family, and enjoy your youth. I would never recommend any younger woman put herself in that type of scenario just for what she thinks is love.
Okay. Um one more question. What if it was like like if it was like just like an hour or two away? Or is it just still the fact that I'm moving so far?
Yes. But I think there's a bigger picture. You need to really, really, really figure out what went wrong, right? What really went wrong in your head to where you would even consider doing this shit. There's a much bigger picture here.
You think so?
What made you sit down and let a man convince or even whisper that in your ear and for it to make sense to you? That's what we need to really get down to the bottom.
Okay, so also his mom is really the one that's cuz okay, so we both live with our parents. Um but his mom is the one she's moving, right? And he's like why do you um sh- she's the one who really put it in my head, not really him like So it's me. I mean, okay. Um. Um. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like even I want to move out, but I don't want. This is me being honest. Like I don't want to like pay for bills. I don't think I could. Look, I don't even pay like I don't pay for anything. I don't know. Like my dad pays for my
So, what's the expectation of this 21-year-old man who doesn't even live on his own yet? Do you expect
um
to so because you're saying his mom is the one that's putting it in your head that you should move with him, right?
uh it's like
You do
me.
realize that the reason why she's encouraging you to do that is because she doesn't want her son out there by himself, paying everything on his own.
So okay, so she also offered to like help pay help pay for
Why would
things.
she help you pay for anything? Or let's be real, right? She doesn't know you that well. It's only been a year, right?
Hmm.
So, God, I mean, let's really. If I'm looking at it from a mama's perspective, she more than likely thinks this is just probably a phase and he's just dating somebody. If she's telling you that you should move, she's trying to put it in your head that it may be a good idea to move out there to a new state with her son, who's also 21, who's never lived on his own. Do you realize that that's more for his interest than yours?
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, yeah, I do understand that. Like, yeah. Um when I was talking to her, she was asking how my dad would feel about it or whatnot. Because she has all boys, but she was saying how she understands how, dads feel about their daughters. Um,
You know, I'm gonna let you finish that, but man, this is the start of big mama shit,
a big whip?
huh?
What did you say?
Oh, I said this is the start of baby mama shit.
Oh,
This is how it usually starts. All right, no, you want to be grown and you want to wiggle your way and move in with a nigga and y'all living together, y'all grown and you want to be able to do shit on your own time without being under your mom's roof and you want to be able to just you grown. So until you actually have grown responsibilities.
yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, like, be 21 for as long as you possibly can. Okay, that's all I'm saying to you. Don't rush anything. Just enjoy. Like you said, you don't pay for anything now. Enjoy that.
Okay.
It's
You're
not as
right.
bad as you think it is.
Okay.
All right, that's it. So, what did your parents say? They're going, or what's up?
Um, well, I've only told him that he might move here.
So you lied.
No, no, no. It's because it's so either I would be moving to Louisiana, he would move here, or we move to like a state that's like
Why did you
closer.
lie?
Well, because I didn't. You think it's lying? I just
He's not moving to Tennessee. He's moving to Louisiana. So why are you lying to your dad?
because because after his no, because he could move to Tennessee.
Love, he's not moving to Tennessee.
I'm saying because so after he moves to Louisiana, his mom is going to be like just like going around the USA or whatever. So because her last kid just left, like he went to college, so she's gonna be like going to whatever places that he's going to because he plays football, whatever. And
Ooh.
her other son.
Other son plays football. Okay.
So she like after she leaves, I mean he's just gonna either be wherever. So it could be here, but I don't really.
So he
Or
could. So just when she's traveling the world, he made his land in Tennessee.
his, his mom didn't.
Love, listen. Jay, cut that shit
Mhm.
out. Stop trying to make this shit make sense.
Okay.
Genuinely seek help because what's gonna happen is right. You see this little male centered, willing to do anything for a man shit you got going on. If you don't handle that shit right now, if you don't address it now, that will be your 20s. And that will be your 30s as well. So I would say there's a bigger problem. You have a male centered problem
Okay.
already showing now.
Okay.
So I'm telling you now, unless you want your 20s to be miserable and you want your years to be centered around some man, by all means, handle that now.
All right. Thank
I appreciate you
you.
having on. Who got something for me, man? I'm telling y'all, if you know that's how you are and that's how you think, and you're going, I'm willing to do anything for a man, and if that's my man and he says I should jump 15 times, I'll do it. Please seek help, seriously, for one, and two, address it. Because the worst types of people like you, I like people that think like y'all. So, by ruin her credit, hey, bro, what? Um, and I keep having to say this, bro. Like, just because you may be an obsessive woman and you just all about your man doesn't mean that the man that you're fucking with will embrace that or value that. Most things don't even value that shit, to be honest. One of the things that you will learn growing up is that whole everything's about a man. I'm doing to do this and that, and if you tell me to jump, that niggas don't care for that. Um, those women get done the absolute worst. So all right, let's see. Who got something though, man? Let's do it. Let's keep it moving. You know, it could be anything. It don't, you know, I hate that we have to start off slow sometimes, but let's keep it moving though, man. What we got? I have something to leave a request. Let's keep it pushing, man. She's lying, bro. Stop listening and see, bro. She comes in here to comment and troll. Yeah, gonna learn.
Hello.
What's the word?
Hi. So I'm 21, and probably about a month ago, I met this man at my job because I'm a teacher, and he had like came up with
You said how
doctors
long ago?
about a month ago,
Okay.
and he had came up to my job because we have this thing where like the children's hospital where I live, they basically like come up to do physicals for the kids. So I met him through that. And we were good. Like we were talking for a week. He came to my job, brought me flowers, bought me
So you
coffee.
started messing with the dad of one of the kids that
No, no, no. He's not a dad. He was a doctor
a
who came
doctor.
up to me.
Excuse me, my bad. Sometimes I miss certain things. Excuse me.
Yeah,
He's a
no.
doctor.
Yeah. So we were talking, everything was good. And the Saturday of the week that we had met, he had took me on a date. And literally, like while we were on the way to the date, he had found out his brother passed away. So he took me home, and after that, like I wanted to give him some space because like one, he doesn't know me, so I didn't want to just be blowing his phone up every day, like trying to talk to him, trying to see how he is, because I didn't know if he would want that from me because like we don't know each other. But like 2 days later, he had texted my phone. He was like, "What, you forgot about me?" So I had explained to him like I didn't know if you want to hear from me or not. Like I didn't know if you just want to hear from your family right now. So after that, we pretty much like started talking again, and everything was going good.
This was a couple days later.
Yeah, it was 2 days after he had found out his brother passed away. So everything was fine.
Like blood brother, or like ask my brother type shit. Like
No, like his blood brother. And like I already knew like things was gonna be like real touchy for him for a while because one of his sisters had already passed away. So like I knew that on top of his brother passing away, like that probably built up
is it like his full
the
brother or like half brother?
no, like his actual brother, like
Like
his
his mom gave
yeah,
birth?
his
Could that be
mom,
different? Like did his mom give birth to him, like type shit, or
yes, like
his
it's his
mom?
brother.
Like okay, like both. Okay.
His mother called him and told him that like it's his actual brother. So everything was fine. We were good. And then the week of the funeral, he had like disappeared like after the funeral. And a few days later, he had like basically reached back out to me. Like in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, like it's over. Like I wasn't tripping. I was pretty much like getting over it because like he was going through a lot and I already knew that. So he had reached back out to me a few days after the funeral, like after he had disappeared, and he was basically asking me like, "Do you still want to like talk to me?" And I told him like I don't know because
How old is he?
he's 28, so we do have an age difference, and he has a son. I forgot that's a big important detail. He has a son.
28, doctor, so has a son. Okay.
So he had told me that while all that was going on, he had found out that his son had diabetes. Like his brother was watching his son
How old is his
while
son?
his son is 9. His
Okay.
brother was watching his son while he was at work, and basically, like, something had happened. He had to go to the hospital, and they found out he had diabetes when he was there. So he was going through a lot with that too. And he had came to see me like a few days after that, and like we had got intimate and all that. And then after
Wait,
that,
wait, wait. We just gonna speak. So y'all ain't even go out nowhere, going no dates at all. But
oh, we did.
just off of his the thing that hold on, wait, hold on, wait, wait. I'm not about to skip past that. Hold on. So
Uh-huh.
they were on the way to a date. He finds out that his brother passed away. Y'all turn around. Y'all don't go to date anymore. Understandable.
Yeah.
Then he goes days without talking to you. Returns, says something to you again. Y'all start talking, but then it falls off again. Then y'all do the same thing one more time. Um, and then he also had more going on, right? So there wasn't really much communication that could happen between y'all because he had so much going on. And then one day he just randomly pulls up to your crib and y'all do the do.
Yeah. But listen. So basically, like after all that, he disappeared again. And I'm at the point now where like the first time he disappeared for his brother's funeral, like this is the second time he's disappeared. Like I want to clarify that. But the first time he disappeared, I had gave him like the benefit of the doubt because I knew he was going through a lot. Like
All right, I just
and
understand.
I have a lot of siblings, so I was trying to put myself in his shoes. Like, if one of my siblings had passed away, like I wouldn't be worried about talking to somebody I just met a month ago. Like, I wouldn't be worried about that. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But this the second time you done disappear. Like, I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. So I just wanted to know what your opinion was on it, because I talked to my dad about it, and he was like, he's probably just going through a lot right now. But I
You
don't
tell your
know.
dad that he fucked,
Yeah, my dad knows.
and your dad still said it's because he's going through a lot.
That wasn't the first time we had gotten intimate though. Like it wasn't like that. It was the second time. But still like I don't know. That was the only reason I had wanted to say something though, because everybody keeps telling me like, oh, he's probably just going through a lot, but I don't know. I'm not feeling
I'm
it.
gonna all right. Let's. I'm gonna play both roles. So, say for instance, okay, cool. He is going through a lot. Then that's on him, and also up to your discernment as well to say, hey, I'm not in a position to be dating anybody right now on a consistent level, right?
Yeah.
You should have said, hey, this nigga that he, ghosted me on 2 occasions. We shouldn't even be doing anything because obviously you're not in a mental space to even talk to me or get to know me on that level. But I guess I guess you fell for the trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't know who this person was. You only knew what they had going on, but you were still doing yourself to him. So, I just think like either way, like whether or not maybe the trauma is the result of this, and that's the reason why he's moving that way, then that's not somebody that you should be engaging with anyways, because they have so much going on.
Yeah.
So that's just statement as that. I wouldn't sit there and wait for a third time. Like that's not somebody that's going to be consistent with you regardless. Only also because of the tone that's already been set. You've already been okay with the inconsistencies. So moving forward, let's say 6 months later, he's going to also expect you to still be okay with the inconsistencies.
Yeah.
So just because of the tone, you see what I'm saying? That's already being set. So
I do. I completely understand what you're saying. I'm not going against that, but I did just want to clarify. We were talking for probably like 3-4 weeks before the funeral, and then after the funeral he disappeared. He came back and we were fine, and he just disappeared now the second time.
okay, so I'm asking you, do you like ghosts? Do you like magic tricks? What do you like? Do you like people or
I
ghosts?
absolutely do not. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know, because everybody keeps telling me
Do you like magicians?
I definitely don't.
Sure. Because you like
Definitely
money.
don't.
You're clearly attracted to. Because when he disappeared the first couple of times, you still let him do stuff. So you weren't definitely you weren't really unattracted to the magic tricks, if you will, and that's the problem.
Yeah, so basically call it raps.
What's called what rocks?
Call like just give I don't I don't want to say give up on it, but like just like that's it. It's over. I'm done with it.
So what happens when he reaches out again? Because he will.
I don't know. I that's what I've been thinking about, because like I don't know if I would respond or not.
You got the right person. You see, just off of that response that she just gave me, y'all, I need y'all to understand he got the right one.
You said he got the right one?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, easy. It's easy. You don't gotta worry about you. You already love the idea of him more than you love yourself. You're already creating a fantasy of what could happen instead of looking at what's going on and moving as a result of it. So that being said, he doesn't have to worry about you making a proper decision when it comes to him. Easy. All he has to do is tell you another sob story. Next one is gonna be his auntie sprained her ankle. And you're gonna be no.
I feel for the okie doke.
You want a link? Like that's gonna be the next one. Yeah, it's all. Let's just hope his auntie doesn't sprain her ankle, and then y'all. Any more questions?
No, that was it. Thank you for your opinion.
All right, man. Appreciate you hopping on. I'd be too quick to want to be stepmoms out of this bitch, man. I don't know.
Hello.
What's the word, Marty?
Well, like, I'm single, but like, I genuinely don't know how people, like, or how I could, like, date, like, find people, like, to put myself in a position to just, like, be in a position to where I could, like, find dates. Like, do you have any ideas?
I wouldn't. I understand our need for connection, right? But I wouldn't necessarily. Yeah, exactly. It's more of a self confidence thing. I wouldn't necessarily advise you go. Any way to find out. I would say you focus on the right things, and if you are focused on the right things, the right person will come around, and you have the discernment to decide if that's somebody for you or not. But I wouldn't necessarily say you should unless you want to go to networking events, you can find like-minded people there. But again, I wouldn't recommend you trying to find a man. Period. That's usually when you're the most desperate. Whenever you're on some shit where it's like, I need some attention, I need a man. That's usually when your discernment is at an all-time low. When you're actually focused on yourself and you do what you're supposed to do, you're on task. Then somebody comes along that you may be attracted to. You're looking at how are you benefiting what I got going on. Kind of get what I'm saying? So I always say, when it comes to dating, the approach is all about your mindset. So you see what I'm saying, though, Maddie? So
Yeah, because
yeah,
I kind of have a bad taste in my mouth about dating apps. A little bit. Like,
you were on them?
no, but I've been in the past,
Okay,
but
and
not now. So
how was the experience? What was the experience?
it was like I don't know. I don't honestly like it really.
Okay. It's not for everybody. I don't necessarily recommend anybody go on there for real. But no, I would say, are you doing good outside of that though? Like outside of being in a relationship, are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Chilling? Yeah, no. Keep the peace. Like I said, if the best I can say again is don't go looking. But if you are, again, networking events, places that actually you could actually do things that you like, right? And if something comes along there, then entertain it. But if not, just chill. Okay? Don't think too much into it.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, man. Appreciate you hopping on. All right. Yeah, I don't go to the mall, go to the gas station, go to the car wash. See, don't piss me off, gang. That's where you be funny on niggas. What's the word? What's going on? This nigga requested my life to look at me. This shit is crazy. John, what's the word?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so I don't even know where to start, but I joined this live like a couple weeks ago, and I was kind of telling you that I was talking to this dude, and I didn't know if he was love bombing me or not because like a couple weeks in, he invited me to like his grandma's surprise party, and he was just moving kind of fast. Like we were going on dates and stuff like that too. I don't know. He was just he was coming on kind of strong. Like, we would like make time to see each other. He sent me his entire work schedule for the whole month of like June, so I could see what he had going on. And not that I'm complaining or anything. I'm just kind of trying to give you some context to like, I don't know what's going on. So basically, he did stuff like that, and we saw each other at least like 3 to 4 times a week. And like, I would be at his house all the time. And like, he would go to work and let me stay at his house too. So like, I was starting to kind of trust him more.
Give me a timeline. How long have you been messing with each other so far?
It's only been a month and a half.
Month and a half. When you first came on here a couple weeks ago, what did I tell you to do?
I think you said give it time.
Okay. But I think it was because you were saying that he was doing the right things though, like dates.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We did do something physical early. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't supposed to be like that, but it happened. But like, even after that, he's like started coming on stronger. Like, this is when he started inviting me to his grandma's thing. And
my job. She didn't give me this piece of information last time we spoke.
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie, I was ashamed. But like, if I really want advice, I can't leave out stuff just because it's embarrassing. Because I know that I shouldn't have done that, but I did it. Yeah. So like, even after that, like, I was surprised that he was still like initiating stuff and like trying to get into a relationship, basically. So basically, we were seeing each other all the time, and then around the 4th of July, we planned to go to Columbus. We were planning trips together, all type of stuff. We went to a city, maybe like an hour and a half away from where we live for the 4th of July, and like, I met some of his friends and stuff like that. And it was like, ever since we came back from that trip, he was acting weird. So his grandma's surprise party was like the day after that trip. So we went out for the 4th of July, and then we had to hurry up and go to his grandma's thing because we had to go help set up. And I met his whole family, like his brothers, sisters.
Just within this month and a half that you've been messing with this nigga, I done fuck. You been at the crib saying while he was at work. You done
Yes.
out.
Oh
You
my
done
God.
at his crib. You done
I'm not
went
gonna.
you went to be friends, and he's packing all these things all into 1 month.
Yes, and it's like, I was questioning it, but I also was just like, I don't know, like, when people like each other, maybe the timeline just gets shorter. I don't know. It's just like, I didn't see any red flags at
Especially when it
first.
comes to meeting family as well. Whenever people are just so quick to do that, it's common, and the family knows who they are too. So just always use it as like a rule of thumb. Like, if you're just quick to meet somebody's like be involved in somebody's personal life, this is something that they're accustomed to. And I think that's what a lot of people forget. So I would never in my life, like, especially if it doesn't make sense, timelines do matter. Right? And how quickly somebody does move without any real context, it does hold weight. So you want to really look into that. And I always say this, as when somebody is very quick to form that attachment, they're also quick to let it go.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just really want everybody to keep that in mind, because this is what they've been doing for a long time. They're serial daters. They know how to move in every situation.
I'm so irritated. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the people in the comments saying I have to have my own life, that's true, because I do have my own life, but I'm an entrepreneur, so I have a lot of free time. So when he came around, it was just like, I don't know, he didn't mind me being around. So, and we had a good little whatever that was. It was good. So I was just like always around him and stuff, and he had no problem with it. Like I said, he would go to work, let me be at his house. So this trust was starting to build up, and like, he did ask me, how do I feel about a relationship? And I was like, I don't want to rush into something right now because I got out of something toxic like almost a year ago. I just want to, like, even though it don't make sense.
No. You fix your lips to say something like that to him?
I told him I do want to get.
That came out of your mouth to this man that you done already had intercourse with?
Yeah, that it don't make sense, but I just was scared of bringing like toxic traits into a new relationship, and it really don't make sense because I was still doing relationship stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You wasn't scared to pop that shit though. But anyway, that's beside the point. All right. So we'll elaborate on weird though. Let's get to where we need to go. Elaborate on weird. How's it moving weird?
Okay, so like I said, we were together for like mid-May, and then all of June, and then like early July, that's when stuff started getting weird. So we went to his grandma's thing. It was cool. I met his whole family, and then he usually works third shift, but he had picked up a shift for a different shift for like first shift the following day. And he had picked me up and I left my car at home. I live like 40 minutes from him. So he had already told me he was going to drop me off at home after we leave, because we went to his grandma's thing that day and we went to an engagement party later that night. So after that, I'm sorry, I just realized that I think he was just trying to show people. Never mind. Let me get back to the story. So after the engagement party, I did not want to go home because I didn't want to go home. I wanted him to drop me off at his house, and he didn't want to. So I kind of got an attitude, and he dropped me off. I got out the car, and I had an attitude, and he drove off. I texted him goodnight, got no response.
You didn't want to go home? Like, just elaborate on, you didn't want to go home, but like, you didn't want to leave his crib, or?
I just didn't want to go home. Like, I don't know. Like, he wanted to drop me off.
Why didn't you want to go home?
I'm not gonna lie, I am a little clingy. That's why I didn't want to go home.
She said she's an entrepreneur, so she doesn't have one. I mean, it is a job, but it's just a different. She has more free time, obviously. Which is very understandable.
I do need to work on that, though. I am clingy. I did get mad at him because of that. Then I texted him goodnight.
So this man was trying to drop you home after a damn near long ass 4th of July weekend. You on his ass within the same breath telling him that you're not even looking for a relationship right now. Right?
Oh, well, a little bit after I said that, we did start, like, we didn't make it official. Like, he didn't officially ask me, because I did also tell him, like, and if you want me to be your girlfriend, I want you to ask me and, like, do something with it. I don't want it to just be, oh, like, I'm supposed to know. But it kind of got to that point where it was like, I think we both understood that it basically was that, because we started calling each other they and stuff like that.
There is no basically, but all right.
Okay, I'm gonna get into the part. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so he didn't text me back that night, and then I texted him again, kind of getting mad at something that he posted, and the fact that he didn't tell me goodnight just because I had an attitude. I feel like.
What did he post that you got mad at? What did he post?
It was the repost, talking about, like, it was just talking about something about my cousin always under fat ass posts and stuff like that. I want, like, save some ass for me. Some weird stuff like that. And I get it was a joke, but I don't like that. So I did say something about that. Like, I just can't hold stuff in like that. So I did say something about that. And he basically was saying,
you one of them girls that really don't know how to play your role. Like, you could get sold a dream and you could attach yourself to that dream, and then you completely forget that there's a process that goes into actually being in a relationship. Like, you just attach yourself to whatever reality any nigga that you like creates for you. You want to know?
I guess.
Okay, fascinating. Well, let's not do that anymore. Continue.
Okay. So, he was saying, like, it's just a joke. He was saying I was, like, being goofy and all this stuff. But basically, that was on Monday. That was Monday. So from Monday to Friday, I barely heard from him. Like, he would text me back maybe 12 hours later, maybe a day later, and it would barely be anything. Like, I called him a few times throughout that week. He didn't answer, and then he was texting me talking about, I'm not ignoring you, I'm just not in the mood to talk to you. And he was saying that I crashed out, and he can just tell by the way I acted shows my age, because he's 25 and I'm 22.
Yeah, he definitely found somebody to be fascinated in. He definitely did. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it just switched up so fast, because, like, this didn't just start happening. I've been acting like this. Not saying it's okay, but, like...
Yeah, but it's different. It's a little bit different after you get some ass from the drawing. You already feel like you got what you wanted. I mean, you've been moving like that. It may have sounded good to him, looked good for him within a certain amount of time until you fucked. Then it's like, well, I don't really... You kind of get what I'm saying? That's when usually when the switch up comes in.
Yeah, but the thing is, it didn't happen right after we did that.
It doesn't always happen immediately. They got to do it a couple times, 3-4 times first. You know what I'm saying? Show you off to the family. Hey, I bagged her, and like there's definitely have a little thing for 4th of July, and then reality snaps back.
Right, and I felt like he was doing something that week, because it was like, you telling me that we was, like, together almost every day. You were responding, answering as soon as I call, all this, and now just because I caught an attitude, you're that mad? Like, when I had an attitude, mind you, I did not cuss at him. I didn't yell, nothing. All I did was I hugged him, went to my car, and closed the door. Like, that was it. But anyway, so that happened. And then Friday comes up. Mind you, I barely been talking to him this whole week. I went somewhere. I went out of town Friday. And then he started calling me and texting me magically. So I wasn't really responding to his text. And then he called. I responded, and he was asking, like, what I was doing. And I told him what I was doing. And I said, I'll call him later. And I already felt the way. And I'm sure he could tell by my tone that I was not messing with him, because it's like, you took forever. to even respond to me or anything.
And you done blew this man's phone up and shit and everything. He wasn't even responding back to you. Hey, honey, I appreciate you, honey bun. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, he was responding, but like it was very late. Like you could tell that it's just like damn near over with. So that happened on Friday, and then Saturday I went out. So when I went out, I ended up seeing him. Well, I didn't even see him. I guess he saw me because he called me and was asking where I was at. And then a little bit after that, he like walked up to me. I don't know where he came from, but he walked up to me, and I'm not gonna lie, I was drunk. So I did decide to go spend the night at his house, and I promise I did not do anything with him. I promise.
This shit too easy. I mean, like, it's like, I be wondering, even from like because I'm not at the end of it, I could talk on this all I want, but I'm not a woman. So just from y'all's perspective, why do y'all be on some, like, why do y'all make it so easy though? Like, y'all never sit there, like, if you're dealing with somebody, and I don't care what their attraction is, what the level of attraction is, they're moving a certain type of way towards you, right? Look at it for a second. They're moving some type of way towards you. They're being weird, right? They're not moving how you ideally want them to move, Tiana. You just explained this whole thing. What the hell do you mean a nigga, they saw, they come up to you in real, first of all, they're calling you, you're jumping. You called them numerous times. They did not answer the phone. They literally picked and choose when they wanted to entertain you, right? That within itself is exactly. It's going to be a lack of self-worth, even if you decide to respond whenever they say something to you.
Right now,
where's the pride?
No, you're right. I did. That's one thing too that really like made me really mad because I don't usually do stuff like that. I don't never just call a man phone and stuff. I'll send a message about something that irritates me, something that I don't like, but the whole calling thing, he had me convinced that I honestly was toxic and I was doing too much. That's why I was trying to save whatever that was.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even know why I specified women when I said, because now that I sit back and think about it, niggas is worse. But I be thinking, I don't know. I can't say niggas is ideally worse, but yeah, on a real note though, on a serious note. So what is it now? What is it now?
Okay, I'm gonna get to the part now. I'm sorry, I know this is long. So after I spent the night at his house, I'm not gonna lie, I spent the night because I was drunk. Like I literally went to his house at like 3, went to sleep, got woken up at like 7 to him trying to think we was finna do something, and that wasn't happening. So I got up, took a shower, and then when I took a shower, he went and took a shower, still thinking something was about to happen. And then I was getting my stuff, and I looked on the ground by the bed, and I seen a makeup. It was like a makeup brush or something that I knew wasn't mine. So I was like, okay. So when he got out the shower, and I just gave him the makeup brush, and he was acting like he didn't know what it was. He was like, "What is that? What is that?" I'm like, "I don't know. Use context clues." He still kept acting like he didn't know what it was. I'm like, well, ask the girl who was over here because she knows.
One thing about Tiana, she won't check a nigga that's not hers. Go ahead, though.
But yeah, I'm like, ask the girl who left it. She knows what it is. And then I just got my stuff, and I looked in the mirror and fixed myself, and I just left out. And I blocked him, and I haven't talked to him since. And that was Sunday. My whole reason of getting on here, though, is like, why do people do that much? Like, if you wanted to just fuck or whatever you wanted to do, you could have just left me alone after that. The whole trying to have me meeting your family and all that, it's just weird to me.
To expect everyone to have the same approach, especially when it comes to dating and so on and so forth, that's delusional. At the end of the day, when you date different people, you're gonna have different scenarios, different results, right? So you shouldn't be focusing on how you got to the point where you find out this nigga's a dickhead. Just focus on the fact that this person may be a dickhead and not for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, people go about it in a million different ways, and they have their reasons for doing that, but that's not what should be important to you. It's more so, hey, what am I doing wrong to where, which there's plenty of things that you did wrong in this scenario that even let it get there. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, where is my discernment to where, like, the person said so many obvious things and did so many things that didn't make sense to where you could have said, nah, that's not making any sense. That's what you should kind of pay attention to. That way, moving forward, when you will, by the way, see the same things from other people, you will know how to react. But you can't sit here and try to figure out, well, why he could have just did this at this exact point. Maybe he didn't want to. Maybe he wanted to fuck 3 more times.
Somebody said you was just overly going. That's why you.
But a lot of women confused. All right, so in some scenarios, yes, y'all will have one night stands for sure. You'll do it one night and you won't see the nigga. If that's what you're into, that's what you're on. That will happen.
I've never done that.
Hold on, but in a lot of cases, especially when a person finds you attractive, especially in their, you're their type, you're convinced, they would want to do things 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times and still have the same intention in the back of their head. Still know that they don't want anything serious with you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So some people would like to make that make sense. That's all I'm gonna say. So don't focus on things that don't actually matter. Focus on, hey, how can I cut this off early? That's it.
And I feel like I did cut it off at a good time, but it definitely did make me feel away because you really put in a lot of effort. Like, that's kind of scary to me, but I get it. I guess I wasn't being.
What did he really? How much effort? No. What didn't he do that he couldn't do for a friend? Besides fuck.
You're right. You know what? You're right about that.
I don't understand. I need everybody to start asking that question. Seriously, on a genuine note. Ask yourselves this question every single time. What did this person do that they wouldn't just do for a friend?
You're right. That I didn't think about it like that. I don't know.
Well, hey man, lock in, Tiana. Appreciate you on that.
All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Oh yeah, but also y'all should know this. One second, y'all should all know this. But people, when it comes to pursuing a woman, whatever your intentions may be as a guy, you're constantly throwing different things, different scenarios. You're trying her in different ways to see what actually works, especially when she's already giving you the time of day. So that's all I'm gonna say to y'all about that. Go ahead.
Hey everybody. So I guess kind of like a backstory. I was with this guy for like a year, blah blah blah.
With him in what way? Were y'all in a committed relationship or?
Oh yeah, we were dating. Like in between that time, like I was on birth control, but I ended up getting pregnant. And around that time, like I found out like he was like cheating on me. And I didn't want to stay with someone just because we were having like a family together. So I like cut him off.
Out of curiosity, just so I'm not missing anything and we're on the same page.
Yeah,
For one, how old are you guys?
At the time I was 22, he was 23.
22, 23, okay. Where'd y'all meet?
Through a mutual friend in school. Like we both went to the same college.
Okay.
We both graduated. Yeah.
Y'all were together for a year, so y'all were in the talking phase. I got to know each other. I got into that relationship. Were y'all living together when you ended up getting pregnant?
We were about to move in together. We had just like came back from like a cruise, and we were like, okay, like after we come back from the cruise, like we're gonna, move into this apartment together, blah blah blah.
Cool.
But during the time like we were on this cruise, I had found out, like that's when I found out he was cheating on me, and then the day I came back from the cruise is when I found out I was pregnant. So it was just a lot of emotions overall. And then from there, the girl he was cheating on me with had a boyfriend. So she was just taunting me on social media and like just, posting subliminals and stuff like that. So I had like followed her boyfriend, and then she got mad. Basically,
Wait, you did what with her boyfriend?
I followed her boyfriend. The girl he was cheating on me with was in a relationship too.
Wait, so you didn't leave after you found out that he was cheating?
No, I left him, but I followed the boyfriend of the girl he was cheating on me with.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So then we started having like our own relationship. It was really good.
You and the boyfriend?
Yeah, me with her boyfriend.
Okay, go ahead. Wait, is this real?
Yeah, I'm dead ass. Okay. Anyway, so me and her boyfriend, I was kind of confused with the pregnancy, and because like I'm young, like I want to be a mom, but I don't want to be like a single mom so young to like a person who clearly would do something like that to me. So
you were still pregnant while dealing with her man?
Yeah. So I told him like, hey, like just so you know, like she basically exposed it, and he was like, I was telling him like I went on this cruise and I found out I got cheated on. I was very early in my pregnancy too. Like I was only like probably like 2-3 months at the time. So then he was just like, yeah, like, I'm so sorry. Like, she had texted me and basically, like, started acting, like, really weird and saying, like, don't trust that girl. Like, she's my ex's ex. Like, and she's just sad because he don't want her anymore. So, yeah. So I was debating about, like, keeping the baby or not, just because of the whole situation was crazy. And he was there for me through, like, the entire thing. I gave birth and everything, and this whole time, like, the dad of the baby, he's trying to, like, get back together with me. He proposes to me. He's like,
Wait. So you ended up still talking to the father
I
of the
was
child?
talking to him, like, the baby dad or the girl's boyfriend.
Your baby dad.
Okay, my baby dad, I didn't want really anything to do with him because I just felt like that's so grimy, like the stuff he was doing
But
behind my
messing
back.
with the girl that he was messing with, man, isn't?
No. At the time, we were just friends.
What? Wait. Okay, but I'm just trying to see your, like, if I'm trying
No,
to
I
connect
wasn't
it.
messing with him at the time. At the time, it was just a genuine friendship. Like, we both got, like,
You
cheated
didn't
on.
know him to have a friendship though. That's my thing. You
Oh,
only
yeah.
contacted him with the intention of getting back at the girl you felt like was being petty.
Not necessarily. I had only followed him. He's the one that DM'd me. Our birthdays are, like, the same week, so he hit me up just thinking, like, I was, like, a cute girl. And they had recently, like, broken up at the time. Like, he broke up with her.
Nah,
He
he
felt
wild as hell too. He wild as hell too, to be fair. But go ahead.
yeah. So yeah, like, basically throughout, like, my pregnancy and everything, like, he was always there, did anything, like, you know, I need it. And he was like, you should try and get back together with, like, your baby dad just to be a family. And I was like, why would I go and do that? And he was just like, you know, just, like, try and do it. So, like, I tried, and I just, like, wasn't happy with the situation still. Like, I felt like he didn't, like, grow or anything. And again, I just didn't want to be in a relationship with somebody, or, you know, just because we have a kid together.
You went back to your baby daddy just because your potential romantic interest told you to do so?
Kind of just to, like, rule it out in general. Like, you know, we are bringing a kid in this world together. So it's just like, could this work? But to me, like, I just couldn't really get past that. And every time, like, I felt like something was going in a good direction, I just kept finding out new things.
Go ahead, continue.
Okay, so everything's good. And then it feels like we're dating, but, like, we're not dating.
You and
And then
the
it's kind of
you
with
and the
the
you and
with
the
the
support
boyfriend.
you
Yeah,
and
with
the
her
girl's
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Yeah. So basically I give birth to the baby, and the, like, my baby dad, like, he makes a scene at the hospital, just like, oh my gosh, like, blah, blah, blah. And I kicked him out the hospital because he was just stressing me out. And then, so my sister had contacted the girl's boyfriend. At this time, like, we're really good friends. Like, this had been going on for months. Like, he was there at least, like, I would say 7 to 8 months at that point. And then he bought me flowers. He got me, like, what's it called? Like a personalized necklace. Guys, this is not a fake story. This is my life. He got me a personalized necklace with, like, my daughter's name on it. And then he drove us back from the hospital because, like, I couldn't drive myself. I just gave birth. And then after that, like, we were still talking and everything. And I was just telling him how, like, the whole, like, you know, situation was crazy, blah, blah, blah. And we ended up, like, dating, like, a month or two after I gave birth, which was, like, a little, like, it was a lot for me because at the time I feel like I was really battling, like, postpartum. Tyler Perry been quiet. Y'all are crazy. But yeah, at the time I felt like I was battling postpartum, so I couldn't be in the relationship the way that, like, I wanted to be in the relationship. But I kind of, like, got through it. Like, I ended up, like, going to therapy and getting help with all the stuff. And then, like, our relationship was, like, pretty good. But, like, I would say for the first year of our relationship, because now I'm, like, 25. So we were dating for, like, 2 years. But, like, I had gotten my own apartment and stuff.
just for like me and the baby at the time, because like all that had happened. Like we just needed a place to live because I wasn't, you know, living with the dad or anything. But I just felt like he wasn't committing to me the way that he could have, and the way that like he kind of like presented himself. And like he was just like, oh, I really want to live like on my own, like by myself.
All right. So
And I'm
out of
like,
curiosity, all right. So where are we now, like today?
today we just broke up like 3 days ago.
So this is the boyfriend of the girl,
Yeah,
who,
boyfriend of the girl,
and he was stepped up, and he was a stepdad.
basically.
And within that
Basically.
2 year span, what happened to the actual father? Where is he at?
He's in the picture. Like he took me to court to get like rights of the baby and all this stuff. And then he was like, you know, trying to get back with me, and I wasn't really interested. Like I was like happy in my relationship until like I wasn't happy in my relationship.
Go ahead. All right, now, okay, go ahead. Now, where we at? What's the
Yeah,
question?
so this was probably, I would say back in March when I had moved into like our new apartment, because the first apartment that we had like a really bad slumlord, like, and at the time I didn't have a lot of money because I was waiting on what's that called when you're waiting on your check? It's like the whatever it's called, check.
What check? Were you waiting on?
It's when you like are off from work and you're like postpartum check or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
All right, go ahead.
I don't know. It takes a while to come in. Yeah, the unemployment check. No, not child support, the unemployment check. So yeah, I was just waiting on that, and like I got like an apartment for like $1,000. It was like a 1-bedroom. It was just like what we needed at the time. And then recently in March, I was like, okay, like I need like more substance, like with the baby, blah blah blah. Yeah, FMLA, thank you. So I had moved into like a nicer neighborhood. We have like a clubhouse, pool, basketball court, all that. I promise I'm gonna hurry up, y'all. Anyway, it just kind of upset me because he started talking about living on his own. He lives like at his parents' house. He just finished like his college degree and everything like that. So he's never lived by himself. But yeah, I was talking to him about like moving in, and he's a DJ. So like everybody's like, oh, he's a DJ, like he's probably like, you know, messing around, like, you know, you just gotta be careful, blah blah blah. Like I don't know if he's like really committed to you like that. And then so yeah, we were going through like a tough period where I just felt like he was like making up random arguments all the time. It was like Valentine's Day, and I saw this like sex tape of him and his ex-girlfriend. And it was like an older tape from like a couple years ago, I would say, like before we met each other. But it just upset me because...
All right. I love. You do have to get other people on the live. I'm being real. You know, I'm being real. So you have to get to, what's the question that you're asking?
Okay. Anyway, so like I was feeling sad in my relationship, and my baby daddy was there. I hooked up with my baby dad. He went through my chat GPT like a couple of days ago and like found out all of this.
Wait. Go ahead.
It's so serious. He went through my phone. I deleted all the messages and like stuff out my phone. But basically, like when he wasn't around, like he was being super busy distancing himself, and I thought he was like cheating on me or whatever. I had like hooked up with him.
Okay.
So like I guess kind of like my thing from here.
What was that?
Moving on from here.
Wait. Yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
My thing is like moving on from here, like I do kind of want to fix that relationship with him just because like we've had like so much time and stuff invested, but like I feel like it's not really like fixable.
So he found out that you and your baby daddy did something.
Yeah,
How did he find that out?
he went through my ChatGPT.
Hey, love.
I didn't even know ChatGPT could store messages.
Let me tell you something right now. If he didn't already, he hates you. That's all you have to say. We didn't even have to get there. If he didn't already, which I'm pretty sure he did because he was already cheating on you, right? He hates you. Because y'all got to think about it. When you make a decision, especially to be like the bonus parent, so on and so forth, that's already within itself to some degree frowned upon, especially within the male community, right? So you make that active decision, whether you're a cheater or not. You make that active decision to go be with the girl who has a child, so on and so forth. Um, and you were with this person for 2 years, right? So now you're telling me that within that period of time, whatever happened, so on and so forth. Y'all got into it, so on and so forth. You end up fucking your baby daddy. Within that same breath, now you're asking me, like with a serious face, if there's a way that you didn't even ask me if you should seek help. You're asking me if there's a way that you could fix what you got going on with the guy that stepped up. Are you dead ass?
Yeah.
No. I'm being. Is that a real question?
No, like it's just kind of like going from here because I feel like I'm spiraling.
Love, you've been spiraling for years. Every decision you made, just off of what you're telling me, that's all spiraling decisions. You didn't just start spiraling when you decided to go fuck your baby daddy and the nigga that stepped up found out. Every single decision you've made, especially given the fact that you have a child, has been nuts. I'm being real. I don't know if people, and if your family, your friends don't tell you this, if they allow you to move that way, but like, somebody got to be real with you. I can't. There's no way you're actually asking me that question.
Yeah. I mean, like, I have, like, everything for myself together. Like, I have a good job. Like, I pay, like, our own bills. Like, it was just kind of the part in the relationship where I just felt like it was really, like, lacking.
Love. There was no relationship. He was trying to pick up where another nigga fucked up. That's not even how you start something. Yeah, y'all kind of get what I'm saying. For us to have a relationship that makes sense, usually the foundation of that relationship it holds weight. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It holds weight. And so when he knows how the guy, I'm talking about the one that stepped up, he knows how he ended up with you. The entire time he knew that. So that alone, he never respected you on that level, nor did he ever take you seriously on that level. But you were beneficial though. The benefits that you were having, you were beneficial.
How was I beneficial?
Huh? The delusion, the fact that come on, let's be real. The ego boost he got from the fact, there's so much ego boost that comes from that. You were a benefit over time. So, all right. So all I'm saying is to you though, just be real. I think the best next step for you. Have you ever considered therapy?
I have, like, I'm in the process of getting a therapist.
No.
Like, I do Pilates, I do yoga.
That needs to be number one goal this week.
Yeah.
I don't want Sunday to pass and you don't have a therapist.
Yeah.
You need to break this down with somebody on a weekly basis to really get over. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really dissect this whole thing. I wish I had the hour that I usually have on my one-on-ones, but I don't. So the best I can tell you within the time period I have, seek help on that level. Please don't ever in your life believe to any degree that the man that stepped up would ever take you seriously. That will never happen. Mark my words. Mark my words today. I swear to God.
But like he brought me around his family.
Eradicate that out of your head. I'm telling you, you're going to be very disappointed. You're going to be 10 times more heartbroken. He is going to make you miserable. The day he found, it was before that, but the day he found out that you did something with your baby daddy, he would never, ever in this life look at you the same way.
Yeah.
So I need you to really, really, really hone into that idea. It's never going to happen again. He may fuck you. He may use you. He may make you feel like you owe him something now because that's where you get the most benefit from a woman that's delusional when she thinks she owes you something. But take you seriously? No, never. And so that's just it. That's just it. And that's that.
All right.
Any more questions? And please, like, just for just even like, can you focus on your child and the environment that you have? You know,
My child is good.
we gotta
She
make sure. We gotta make because you gotta remember
she's
how you're
fine. Like
moving.
her and herself, she's good. It's just like my relationship that I felt like wasn't progressing.
But you're not progressing either. How your relationship
She
going with
has
your
everything that she needs.
okay, but I'm just saying that as a mom, right? You live and you learn, correct? You're not gonna be the perfect mom on earth. Nobody is. But how you move, especially within your love life, is a very big indicator, and as to what you're gonna put forth for your child moving forward.
Yeah, of course. I'm not trying to bring like
So if
any
you're over
person around my
here just
child.
popping it for baby daddy one day and then popping it for the guy that stepped up the next, I promise you, it's gonna reflect later on. So I need you to just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, that's the thing. I ended that situation like back in March, but he's just now finding out about it.
I don't care if he found out 2 weeks ago. It happened, and that's the problem. All right. Appreciate you hopping on, man.
KayB, I got a question.
Yeah, what's good? What's the word?
Okay, so you said that any man that steps up, they won't take you seriously, like they won't take a girl
No, I think
seriously.
there are men who step up that will take you seriously and do so. I mean, there are guys who step up and do what they're supposed to do. But what I'm saying is, especially when you're a mom, you have to, and I can't put emphasis on this, you really, really have to pay attention to just everything, like the scenario, how it happened, how y'all got there. What does this person bring to the table? You're not just
Mhm.
dating yourself anymore. You're dating, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
have more of a reason now. That's all I'm saying. And some people don't even care. Like some moms you just date like they're still like they don't even have a child.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I understand now.
But there are plenty of guys, yes, especially that some who have them that will do that. They will step up, absolutely.
Okay.
Do what they're supposed to do, But you have to have the discernment,
The scenario.
right? And you have to really pay attention. That's it.
Okay.
That's my question. All right.
Yep.
Appreciate you hopping on.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, what's the word, man? What's going
Hello.
on? What's going on?
Hi. So do I just start?
Yeah, get into it.
Okay, so I'm 29. I was talking to this guy, he was 30. I met him twice, and then he wound up getting in a motorcycle accident, and
You met him
he
twice?
still wanted, what?
You said you met him twice?
Yeah, like I'm talking about in the beginning. I met him more than twice, but like I only met him twice before he got in a motorcycle accident.
Okay.
And it was like,
And what was the nature of these meetings? Was it like a date? Was it?
yeah, it was a date. He took me out on a date to dinner twice. And then he wound up getting in an accident. But like it was a really great connection from the start. Like we really hit it off. And so even when he was in the hospital, he was messaging me. He's like, I got in an accident. He's like, I still really want to see you. I liked our connection, blah, blah, blah. So when he got out of the hospital, like a week later, he wanted to see me. He couldn't drive. He had a walker because like his accident was really bad, but he still wanted to make time to see me and talking to me every single day. So now, fast forward, it's been like 4 months that we've been talking. I've been seeing him every single week. He's been taking me on dates still. Um, when, during his motorcycle accident, even him being in like a lot of pain and everything, he went to the store and got just to like buy me chocolates. He opens the door for me. Like everything that he's been doing has been showing me he's a gentleman. He's been treating me really great. And he has been expressing that he's really struggling, and he's in a lot of pain. He's worried he doesn't have income right now because he's been out of work. So recently I just completely stopped hearing from him, and I'm like, okay, like we've literally been talking for 4 months every single day, telling me good morning, good night, asking me how work is. We've been seeing each other every single week, and I understand you've been expressing like you're struggling with your motorcycle accident, and I've been like very patient with that, but it's just really confusing to me to just go from that and like really wanting to see me to now just completely silent and nothing at all. So I reached out to him and I just said like, hey, just wanted to check in on you. Like, hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm just really struggling right now. I'm trying to get my shit together. And then didn't hear from him again. So I messaged him one more time. Like, I'm not going to keep messaging him. I'm not going to chase somebody. Like, if you wanted to talk to me, you would be. I understand you're really going through something. But I messaged him again just to express how I felt. And I basically said, you know, I really hope the best for you. And I am here for you. And I hope things do get better. But it was really confusing and upsetting to be talking to you every single day, seeing you every week, to now nothing at all. You just go silent. So I was just wondering, like, did you need space or did you not want to talk anymore? Like, just give me something, because, like, I'd want him to be
Yeah,
direct with me.
just communicate. Yeah.
Yeah. And he opened it and never responded. So, like, I don't know. It's just, like, really confusing to me. And I'm like, okay, is he going through something and this is what he does? He just isolates himself? Or, like,
Well, the thing about
I
it is,
just,
you have more than enough. Yeah, exactly. That's your answer. Absolutely. So you do have more than enough information and context, and as to what could have led to the lack of communication. And also, again, I always say lack of communication, regardless of the scenario, is always going to be an answer. That's something I pride myself on in real life. And again, I'm very understanding. See, he's going through a lot, right? That I cannot deny. You never know, especially when it comes to those motorcycle accidents. Those, that is nothing to play with at all. So I'm not gonna sit up and say he's a bad
yeah.
person or anything like that. However, again, just maybe the timing when you met him, and you seen he had the great qualities. It just wasn't the right time. So, that's just it, and that's that. I wouldn't, I wouldn't, again, wouldn't say he's a horrible person. I wouldn't, wish ill for the situation itself. But just, I need you to be realistic, right? The timing, where he's at, where you're at. The fact that, like you said, you did what you could within that time period, right? You showed support. You were there
Yeah.
as well. And I think that's just leave it at that. I wouldn't take it personally either.
Okay. Yeah, because that was my issue. I'm like, this is just, like, confusing, and I don't want to, like, assume things. But it's just like, the fact that you just completely go silent. But I understand he's
I think
struggling.
what's also very important here is that you don't. I think what's also very important is that you don't develop the whole "I'm gonna wait" mindset. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
develop that at all. I do think that though you may have formed a connection with this person within this period of time, like you still have all rights to move on with your life.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's it, and that's that. So did you give him any did you offer him any financial help within that time period?
No, not at all.
Okay.
And he didn't ask or anything. Like, no, because,
Yeah.
everything was still new. So I'm like, all my friends, they're like, you don't owe him anything. But I mean, he never asked for money. Like, he would still take me out on dates and everything.
Yeah. He was doing what he could when he okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would just say just again, just pray for him and keep it pushing, all right?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, appreciate you having on. And when it comes to like traumatic scenarios like that, whether it be people passing away or whether it may be accidents, like life-changing accidents, I don't say too much in those types of scenarios because until you're there, you don't necessarily know what that entails, right? So, and if hopefully you don't get there, but y'all get my point. All right, what's the word, man? Who got something for me? Who got something for me? Who got something for me, man? What's the word? What's the word? Very depressing, absolutely, Andrew. I can imagine. So, what's going on, man? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Not like that, Star. Like, who actually has a scenario for me? Where is Emmy? I have no idea where Emmy went, man. Yeah, what the fuck was Emmy doing on my live? I was so bamboozled by the individual I was talking to. I damn near forgot about Emmy. Was Emmy in the hospital? No, was she in the hospital? Oh shit. I wonder what she could have had. Damn, I done missed it, bro. Oh my god. That's why I be wishing y'all be clipping these lives so I could go back and see. Sometimes I be missing shit. Y'all funny as hell. All right, let's see. We got Tiana. Tiana's back.
Okay, question real quick.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel a way about, like, how I was treated, and I feel like I did handle it in a mature way. I didn't yell, argue, or anything. I just left and blocked him. So, like, if I was to, like, buy 100 bed bugs and, like, put them under his door and then still never talk to him again, like, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
I just who got something serious for me? I mean, I just, I don't, I mean, what do you want? I mean, yes, that's bad. I mean, you could buy bed bugs. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's actually concerning. Who even thinks of shit like that?
Hello?
Yo, it was good.
Okay, so I've been watching your lives for like I guess a year or whatever. Um and I'm 21 by the way. So there was this dude that I was talking to. He had hit me up on Instagram. And mind you, I'm from Turks and Caicos, and we're both from there. So he was originally from there, and then he moved to the States. And he lived in Delaware for college, and I lived in what's it called, Virginia. So, um, he had hit me up or whatever, and I wasn't really looking for nothing serious, but I just talked to him just to, talk to him. Like when you be bored, you just talk to anybody. So me and him was talking, and feelings started to get caught, and feelings started to get caught or whatever, and I was like, damn, when is he gonna make me his girlfriend or whatever? So I low-key started to complain about that, and he was like, oh, he don't want to like do it over the phone. And I was like, okay. And so anyways, fast forward, we stopped talking, and then a couple months after, he hit me up again, and I thought it was like on some friend type, but it wasn't on no friendly type stuff. Like he was trying to get at me again, and then I fell for it or whatever.
Wait, real quick. So, did y'all ever see each other in real life?
No.
Where you were? Where and where was he at? What was the distance?
Delaware, and I was in Virginia, but the distance was 9 hours.
Okay, so you fell for your pen pal. You were wondering why your pen pal didn't ask you to be his girlfriend. I mean, and I ended up stop talking. We hashed it. What's going on now?
Okay, no, me and him not talking no more, but I just wanted to see your opinion about it. Okay, so, and then recently, like in January, he had hit me up again, and then we started talking again, but this time I thought it was like more serious. And so after like we started talking again, he was like, okay, I'm finna come see you. And I was like, okay, this is starting to get serious. And then he was like, okay, let's do it for this time. And he was planning to come see me in May. So I was like,
January. In January he said that he was gonna. Hold on, I'm sorry. Wait, in January he made the plan to come see you in May.
yeah, because he was still in school. He did track.
Okay.
So
Right,
he was still in season at the time.
I respect
So okay. So when he got out of season, I was like, okay, so did you buy the ticket yet? He was like, no, he gotta wait till money come in. And I was and I was like, okay, the days are getting closer. Like, when you gonna buy the ticket? And he was like, I'm finna buy it like next week. And he kept saying next week, like every week he would say next week. And I'm like, okay. And then he was like, oh, but you gotta tell your pa about me, or because if you don't tell your pa about me, I don't want to go up there and then I meet him and then somebody trying to fight me because I'm talking to their daughter and they don't know me. So I was like, I'm not finna tell my pa about you because it's a big deal for me to tell my pa about a nigga. I'm not gonna, right?
Love, I'm just being 100% real with you right now. If to any degree you thought that this was serious or that this person had any plans on seeing you when they literally told you they'll see you in May when it was in January, then you have a much bigger problem. You have a discernment issue. This isn't about whether he was being serious or not. I would have told you if you told me this in January, he's lying. Stop talking to him. That's the real problem here. He had no plans, nor did he have the income to be able to go do anything long distance. And if he were to do something long distance, it will be so he gets some ass. It would nigga not finna spend his money to go all the way out there that he probably don't got for real just to go sit up there and have a tea party with you, okay? He would only have one intention and one intention only. And 9 times out of 10, when it comes to those long distance situations, niggas don't have no money. It is because they're bored.
But I told him that I was a virgin and I'm not trying to do nothing. So
And he was gonna be the first one, T. See, the day you decided to sit up there and talk to a nigga that lived that far without the income to be able to maintain that, they already thinking in their head that you're willing to do other things that you wouldn't normally do. So that's it and that's that. Nigga don't give a fuck about none of that virgin shit or whether you're celibate or none of that. They're looking at whether you're still willing to talk to them knowing that they're not on the same shit. You know he's in school and he's not on the same shit. You know he's not
Okay,
virgin,
but that's not
like
even
that.
the worst part. Okay, let me get to the worst part.
Get to the worst part.
Okay, so he was basically, this is the excuse that he made to not come and see me. So after I done told my pa about him, he was like, my cousin died. My cousin in Jamaica died because he's originally from Jamaica and he lived in Turks. So he was like, his cousin in Jamaica died and his family is
Wait. You said he's from Trinidad?
No, Jamaica.
Oh, Haiti. Okay.
I said Jamaica. His cousin in Jamaica died, so he was telling me that. So he said his cousin in Jamaica died, and so his cousin's family is asking for funds to help with his cousin. And I was like, I low-key kind of fell for it. So I was like, okay, I'm sorry about that. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. And he was like, so I'm not gonna lie, I may not be able to come see you, but I'll try. And so, listen, this is not even the worst part. So why a couple weeks later, after me and him stopped talking, he's in Turks with his friends. Like my friend is friends with him. And she was like, girl, guess who I'm in the car with right now? And she was like, your ex. And I'm like, but I thought
y'all were never together,
money.
by the way. But go ahead, excuse me.
Oh. And I thought he didn't have money to be in Turks or to come see me. So I was just kind of confused. But
was this the worst part?
Yeah, that was the
worst. I would have said the worst part was you even thinking that was gonna happen in the first place. That's crazy. It's just silly 21-year-old stuff, He's just trying new things, I get it.
I learned from it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Just moving forward. Like I said, I tell people this on both sides. I'm being so serious when I say this. Please, if you don't have long distance money, or the guy you're talking to doesn't have that money and long distance schedule, please don't think that shit is real. I'm being so serious. If anybody can listen to anything I'm saying today, it's not real. People just talk, they chat. And don't take that type of shit personally. Or don't take it seriously, if you will. That's just it and that's that, all right?
Okay, thanks.
I appreciate you having on, man. Yeah, the only time I ever really even thought about doing this one, I ain't gonna lie, I done entertained a couple joints when I was in Jersey. I ain't shit was gonna happen, but I didn't seriously talk to somebody long distance seriously until I started, 1, making a lot of money, 2, I wasn't in school anymore, and 3, I had a free schedule because I'm an entrepreneur. So it has to make sense, though, I'm saying to y'all. Oh, she's gone. All right, who got something for me, man? What's the word? What is the word? I need somebody new up here. Oh, you're here. It is BS though, but I'm one of the people. I love middle distance. That's the type of person I am. I like that. I'll say like between 1 to 2 hours. I just like that. That's the type of person I am though. I would prefer that. What's good? What's good? My boy. Who got something for me? Who got something for me? That's too far. I wouldn't say that's too far. If you got a car, an hour ain't nothing. Hour and a half ain't shit if you got it. You know what I'm saying? You got a vehicle. But it definitely does boil down to personal preference at the end of the day, though. Or definitely ain't shit, though. Nah. I gotta be that's because you don't like driving, though, you. Back. I ain't clean. I'm just lazy. Yeah, some people really and gas really ain't cheap. That's why, it really ain't cheap nowadays, though. That's why y'all shouldn't be dating if y'all are broke. You wasting all that damn gas trying to fuck with a nigga that probably don't even fuck with you for real. Spending all this damn money, back and forth. And, like that shit really add up though. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all not really y'all not seeing what's going on yet. But even if you make a decent amount of money, you make a decent amount, you can still pay the gas. It's not gonna really cause a problem. When you look at how much money you're spending at the end of the month on gas to go back and forth here, there, and there for or you know what I'm saying, something that you don't even know is serious, it adds up. I'm telling y'all. It definitely adds up. It has to make sense. Like if you're in a relationship, it's different. Because you're in an actual committed relationship, y'all probably making an effort on both ends to make it make sense. But if it's just like you're still vetting somebody, like sometimes it can't add up though, for real. So you got to make sure you're overly not that financial position to be able to hold your own, and that it's not it's not really putting you in a compromising position at the end of the month. So I mean that's what I always say though when it comes to like driving and how far you drive. What's the word, man? Who got something for me? Who got something for me? Something new. How do I get over a God for real? I tried everything. You got to get down on your knees and pray to God. I know you already tried everything, but I know you didn't try this one. Like, God, please help me get over this, man. I'm being serious, too. No joke. It works. And God ain't help? Nah, you do it again. You talking about somebody dead. Do it. I mean, it takes some time. I'm going to try something new. Anyways, what's the word? How do you feel about age gap? Just depends on the ages, honestly. I feel like after the age 25, you have more space. But yeah. All right, who got something? Nobody? What's the word? Invite a cousin, a friend, a delusional friend. Is anybody, living with their baby daddy, hoping to have a family? Is anybody still on talking phase since last year? Come on, join up. Y'all know the drill. You got a couple more. What's good, Tracy?
What's up?
What's going on? What's the word?
So this guy thought I was dating my ex. And then he was messaging this girl that lived like 5 minutes away from him. And then I asked his homie, and then he started flirting with me.
Huh?
And then I told my...
Tracy, what are you talking about?
Oh, Riri! Thank you, Riri!
Some of y'all be too fast for me. Too fast.
Hey,
Yo, Kitty, what's good?
so I wanted to know, like, how do you, like, okay, so every guy I've, like, been talking to for, like, the past couple of guys, they, like, all are, like, super sexual, like, immediately. How do I, like, stop? I don't know. How do I, like, make them, like, take me serious? How do I make them take me serious? Is it me? Is it what I'm like posting on social media? I mean, like, I don't really like, I'm not really like a modest person, so I can like see why they think that I'm like going or something like that. But I don't know. It's like, I want to be taken serious.
But you got to take yourself seriously.
How? Okay, so if a guy is like saying like something like sexual immediately, do I just cut him off, or do I just change the subject?
That's not what you're looking for. Because it's like you said, I'm by the way, Kitty, I'm a firm believer, and you could post in the most modest way you could, and still attract weird people or people that will try you, right? But when you are posting a certain type of way, you're gonna attract a certain type of audience more often, right? More often than not, right? So, and they're gonna be a lot more straightforward what they want as well, right? You could agree on that. So, now that you understand like the way you're at, the context and how you're moving, you also have to match that and understand whether you're gonna be on that type of time or not, right? So if somebody off rip, hey man, I just want to do this, then you have to, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to be just as I don't even have the word for it. All I'm saying is you have to be on point, Kitty. Given, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just be like, just stop talking to them once they do that. Okay, so it's not like immediately on the first date, but like let's say like we're talking on the phone and like they just like are always like trying to say something about my body or because like tell them.
No,
okay, so I did. Okay, so there's this one guy. It got a little bit awkward. So this is what happened, right? He was just like, he said something, and I was just like, I mean, I don't even like. He was trying to like go on vacation with me, right? And I'm like, we haven't even gone on our first date yet, and you want me to like go on vacation with you? That's a little bit too fast. And then it got so awkward after that, and I'm just like, I was really interested in him.
What I'm saying is, right? At the end of the day, you cannot control what people want to do or what they want to assume. That's not something that you can control, really, right? I mean, I guess you could be a little, but that's not really, you do live how you want to live, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you entertain it and what you do as a result of it, that's all that matters. People could try you, say whatever they want to say, like that the other guy did, and you're not going for it. That's all that matters. But you can't stop it. You get what I'm saying? There's no stopping what people want to think or what they want to assume. You cannot do that. We don't have that ability.
Okay. And then I have another question. If you like sleep with somebody too soon without having like a label, does that mean like there's no way that person's like gonna like take you serious after that?
I mean, 99% of the time they probably won't. But I mean, you know what you're getting into when you're doing that, though.
Huh?
You know what you're getting into when you do that, though. I mean, we have access to it. We know what's going on.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the only question I wanted to ask you. Thank you.
I appreciate you hopping on, man. Listen, I've been telling y'all all the time, man. You can't stop what people want to think or how they want to move or what they want to assume, right? There's a lot of people that assume that I'm a certain type of way because I sit up here and I yap all day, and we sit up here and we gossip. They think what they want to think about me. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna move as a result of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just what it is. People assume. Just do what you gotta do, man. All right, let's do it. How can I call? Press the request button. What's the word?
Yo, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. What's good?
Hey, what's good? Yeah, are we doing chat? What's going on? All right, so I want to basically like explain my relationship, like what happened, and yeah, and I just want like another perspective on it. Okay. So basically, I met this girl through Instagram. You know, I saw her story, slid up on her story. I was like, you know, she fine shit for real. And shit like that. I said some shit like, she's like on the thicker side. Yeah, she's on the thicker side. I was like, you know, big girls got the biggest hearts. And shit like that. And like, I'm trying to experience that.
How old are you guys?
What happened?
How old are you guys?
Oh, we were like 20.
How old are you now?
I'm 21.
Okay, so what's the... All right, so you slide up on this girl's story who's on the thicker side, and you say big girls have bigger hearts. Like,
yeah, I was listening to shit, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's not really relevant. Anyway, we started talking and all that. Like we would do like FaceTime calls, like trying to get to know each other, like our interests, like our boundaries, and all that. And I could say like it was going well. Like I really fuck with her as a person. Me myself, I'm pretty calm, like reserved, more like introverted in a way. She was a lot more extroverted. She had like a fiery personality to her. So like I was really attracted by that, you know. And so after like three weeks to like a month, like in the talking stage or whatever, like I made her my girlfriend. Like I and all that. Actually, we went on a date first to the mall. And, like she was actually really cool. Like she wouldn't let me like pay for her food. I mean, no shade to that. I mean, it wasn't like no, it wasn't like okay. That kind of sounded weird, but I was gonna say like she was actually really considerate. Like she's a really considerate person. Like she won't let me pay out of pocket. I mean, I believe that as a man you should be a provider and anything like that. So I was cool like paying for her food, if anything. It's not nothing crazy like that. But all right, I'm just rambling. But yeah, everything was looking good and all that stuff. On Valentine's Day, I got her gifts. On birthday, I got her some gifts. Like I spent some time with her. It was like a 30-minute drive to like her house. Like we live like 30 minutes apart and all that. So I would always try to like every 2 weeks, like every 3 weeks, like every once like at least like once a month, I'll go with her like on a date and like try to like hang out with her, like try to make her feel comfortable and all that stuff. So it gets to a point where she had like issues like with her body, like with like losing weight and all that. So she had to go through like a surgery to like I'm pretty sure it's like they had to like cut the stomach like in half or something like that, or some surgery like that with like her stomach, so that she can like lose weight more naturally and all that. And so like she went through that surgery.
I'm assuming you're praying to gastric bypass. Go ahead.
What happened?
No, I was saying I'm assuming you're referring to gastric bypass.
Yeah,
That
yeah, something like that, something like that. And like a couple like after that surgery, like I would always like try to like even before the relationship, I would always like send good morning text, trying to be a good boyfriend, like chivalrous. Not really chivalrous, like just no, at least like try to be a decent boyfriend, and make sure she's okay. Always check up on her throughout the day and all that. If she called me, I would always respond. If I couldn't, I would say I'm busy and like respond at another time. All that good stuff. And so, like after that surgery, like I said good morning. Like the next day, like try to check up on her. I got no reply. And like for the whole rest of the day. The next day passed. I said good morning again.
But I'm saying, did you go see her throughout the surgery though? Like, did you actually? Because I know you kind of not necessarily you emphasize that she lived 30 minutes away, and then you try to see her once a month. So I'm just trying to just imagine. Did you actually go out of your way to go to the hospital, and did you actually check in with her in person?
In person, no, I really couldn't in person. It was more like because in person, not really.
No,
I mean, I guess I could have done that, but
you didn't go out there when your girlfriend had obviously a very big and important.
well, she was with her family, and like I didn't want to like
No, but that's your
force myself
girlfriend.
into.
You can't impede or overstep because at the end of that is your girlfriend. I'm sure her family members know this, right? You've made her your girlfriend. Y'all been hanging around for a while now, right? You can't necessarily make this and say, hey, the reason why I didn't go out my way and go down there was because of her family. Because you got to remember, you already weren't going out there anyways as much because of the distance, right?
Yeah.
So that's also, let's just also put that together. But go ahead, continue. So you didn't go out there. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not gonna like. I feel like she did. Well, I was gonna say like she didn't invite. Okay, I'm not gonna blame it on her. Obviously, I could have done my part and like actually like put in the effort to like actually know like where she was gonna go with the surgery. But like she didn't really like say for me like to come or anything like that. So
she have to invite you if you already know that she's gonna be in like what? What are you talking?
Well, she didn't really specify. Like I didn't really know what day. I knew the surgery was gonna happen. She didn't specify what day. of their surgery. I was like, now this, nah, I just yeah, basically. Like she was really vague on the surgery because she's been mentioning this.
You see, I see how you set this up too. See, I'm watching you. You
All right,
set
yeah,
it up by
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
hey,
you got me.
she's. Hey, pay attention, y'all. He's justifying this in his head, and you can tell by the setup because
It's not. I'm not
hold on,
justifying it.
hold
It's
on,
just
hold on, hold on.
okay. All right, you got you. I'm gonna let you rock. My bad. My
Listen
bad.
to what
My
I'm
bad.
saying, right? You made sure you told us. I'm introverted, and she's extroverted,
All right,
and
I'm not really introverted. I'm
no,
actually more
hold
a
on,
little
hold
bit of
on, hold
both.
on.
All right.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no, no,
Okay.
no.
I got.
You're putting that out there just to kind of make this make sense when you land the plane, right? So now you're telling me that
Okay.
your girlfriend, the reason why
Okay.
you didn't go out to go see her while she was in surgery was because she didn't invite you, or she wasn't clear, and that's exactly when. But you have to understand, it is your job as the boyfriend, ideally, to find out this information, to dig, to even if it's not being said to you immediately. I think she'll be watching to see if, hey, does this person care enough? Are they going to do their due diligence? Are they going to make it make sense? So I don't think, if I'm being real, after she did get out of surgery and she is where she is now, I don't think you deserve the response. If she came to me and she told me what you're telling me, I would get frustrated if she even thought about responding to you.
Okay. I can see where I can see. I can hold myself accountable. I probably like as a boyfriend who actually like really cared. I could have made my effort and like actually drove there,
Did
like
you
learn
actually?
more about.
Did you
I
at
was
least
being
send like
ignorant
flowers
of
or
the
any like? Did you
situation.
do any like?
What happened?
Did you send any flowers? Did you? Because 30 minutes ain't nothing. So
Sending you flowers? No, I'm gonna be honest. No, I didn't send you flowers.
so you didn't care. All right. So can you just open? Nah, he's 21 years old. He's a grown ass man. Um. So we could just admit and openly say you just didn't care enough.
I did care about her as a person. I guess you could say that I didn't care like in that situation, like with the surgery. I wasn't as empathetic.
You know what the problem is? I'm gonna just say that, especially for the women who are on the thicker end as well. I think what I will say, and I think y'all should just keep an eye open. There's a difference between the guys who genuinely just they're fantasizing, right? And the guys who are, and it's so sad to just even say this, but you have to know the difference between a guy fantasizing and a guy actually liking you for who you are. I'm just lusting. I'm being so serious. You will come across. I'm. You will come across because look at his first initial response or approach to her. It tells you everything you kind of know. You need to know, and especially at a younger age, there's always going to be a lot of experimenting. There's always going to be a lot of what I'm saying. So just keep always, especially just keep an eye open for that shit right there. Go ahead. Any more questions for me? Or is there any more?
I would say no. That was pretty eye opening. Okay, I'll admit to my faults there.
So you feel like you were kind of fantasizing over.
Fantasize. I wouldn't say fantasizing. No, not
What would you call
necessarily.
it? What would you call it?
I was just being ignorant of the situation. I would say it wasn't more like it was just a lack of knowledge. I was just being ignorant of the situation. Like I'm not really used to. I'm not really surrounded by people who have to go to surgery. Like I don't really understand. Like, I didn't have like that connection, that emotional response connection to like understand like what she was going through. However, like I did try to check up on her during the surgery through text, but I guess that wouldn't be enough. That would be pretty
Do you
low
have any
effort.
specific question for me? Do you have a specific question for me?
No, I just wanted to know, like, okay, so basically that's when the ghosting started to happen, essentially.
What's the question?
I just wanted to know like your perspective on it. It was like what I could have done better.
Yeah, what she could. What I'm gonna say is, right, as a 21-year-old man, look, I'm gonna tell you, right, because there's certain things that I wish I was told at 21 specifically. Just be a little bit more, not a little bit more, be a lot more intentional who you're dating, right? Just be intentional. Make sure you're aware that
I was intentional though. Like I dated her to like make to with the intentions of marrying her.
Here's what I'm saying though. You were not though. I think what a lot of especially younger guys do is let me throw myself because I'm also a younger man as well. But niggas like to lie to themselves to make things make sense, and it's very unfortunate that that is a thing. But it's at the you're compromising the people that you're dating when you do that, right? You weren't intentional in that situation at all.
In that situation, yeah, I can't agree. But like in any other situations, like I was there for her. I made sure she was comfortable. Like I was really attentive. In those other situations, it was just that one
You also
situation.
have to understand that there's a spectrum to that as well, right? So
Yeah,
a lot of niggas they think, hey, man, if I put a little bit out there, that should be enough, right? When it comes to a relationship for real and making that last, you have to, especially as a man, I'm talking about a relationship, you have to make it make sense. You have to you can't just put a little bit out there and hope she'll
no, I
catch.
was consistent. Like I believe like consistency is key and like communication.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. You weren't consistent enough in the way that she may have wanted you to show up. So there's perspectives to everything. You have to be able when you're speaking to somebody, when you're in a relationship with a woman, you have to be able to flip that perspective and look at yourself from the outside perspective. What you're doing, what you're not doing. That way, you can actually, you see what I'm saying? Like you can make it make sense for her as well. You can't just say, "Well, I did this, so it wasn't that bad," and I did that, so technically speaking, she could have caught on to this, and I wasn't intentional in this situation. Because again, that's avoiding accountability, and that's not something that you want to move forward with in your 20s. That avoiding accountability shit doesn't just show up with in how you date women. It shows up everywhere else. How you work, your friendships, it shows up everywhere else. So just try your best, especially at this young age, to make sure that you're actually holding yourself accountable for the things that you're not doing and how you're showing up. Okay, that's it.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right. Let's see. He was trying to make it make sense, but it's not gonna make sense. Lacey, what's the word, man?
Hi, hello, how are you?
I'm doing all right. What's going on?
Okay, so first of all, I kind of want to preface this by saying I am a virgin. However, I'm still I'm 21 and I'm kind of getting into the whole dating scene. However, it's kind of trash, I feel like, and I think it's a little bit worse as a virgin. Like it's kind of harder. I want to know, do you have any advice for that specifically?
No, I just ideally what I would say the best thing for you to do, well, what in terms of what though, like what like in terms of how to like vet guys, or what is after you looking? Like be specific. What aspect of dating in that?
I mean, okay, like dating seriously, like getting into a relationship, because I haven't had a boyfriend before. So I've actually haven't even gotten to that point of where I would be in a relationship. So
are you waiting until marriage, or is it like one of them things where it's like it just hasn't happened? You haven't found the right one? Like what's
a little bit of both. So like originally, yeah, I was waiting until marriage because, religion, stuff like that. As a Nigerian, it's a little different. But then it got to the point where I was just like, no, I actually just want to have sex with a guy who's actually a good guy. But then it's like I keep running across guys who are really kind of not good guys.
Don't really fit that narrative.
Yeah, like they don't really do it for me to make me want to.
Well, what I will say to you is, well, you've done 21 years thus far, right? you can.
It's a hard 21.
No, I understand. I'm not gonna sit there, man. I understand it, but you've done 21 so far, and I think that if you really wanted to wait until marriage, you could, and I would recommend it. From my standpoint, just as a good recommendation. But if that's not what it is, and you really are just trying to experiment at this stage, I would say, I mean, you just have to vet the individuals that you're going to be dealing with a lot more. At least, have your standards, have your boundaries. Make sure that if you are going to do something, that it is a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't lower your standards completely, because that's what a lot of people will do, right? They'll get to the point where they are old enough to rest. Like, I just want to fuck it. I'm just get it over with.
I tried that. I was just kind of just gonna go into it and just be like, oh fuck it, whatever. But then I just didn't. I didn't like it.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Right? Make sure you take your time. That is the biggest thing. Do everything on your timing. Don't feel rushed. And if it does come to that point where maybe you're feeling a little pressured, or the guy's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's not where you're at. That's when you maneuver immediately. Because if you do go for it under pressure, for one, that's coercion, and two, you'll just regret it in the end. Right.
And no,
So
that happened to me before where like a guy just kind of kept asking over and over and over again. And I kept telling him no, no, no. And like I was at his house, so I didn't know how to really leave at the time. I mean, eventually, of course, I did leave, but you know what I mean? It was just kind of like, I really want to do it, but I don't know if I want to do it with you. And you keep asking me. So it's like, I really don't want to do it anymore, you know? So I know how to say no. Like I know how to kind of get myself out of those situations, quote unquote. But yeah, it's just not fun because it gets to like a point where it's like kind of awkward because it's like I can't do nothing for you. I'm not gonna do anything for you, and I just have to tell them like,
well,
if
Lacey,
you want
like you
if you want to
said,
have sex, you gotta find somebody else.
this is, but you got to remember, this is still. I mean, you're what? This is you. This is your dating life. Right.
Hmm.
So you're the best thing that you can do for yourself is to make sure that you are comfortable in every scenario.
Right.
Obviously things happen, you know, but you make sure that you know these mistakes and so on and so forth aren't lasting long. That's all I'm gonna say to you, and make sure you're not. I think the biggest part that I need you to really listen to again is that you don't feel rushed in any scenario that you're in with this kind of topic.
Hmm.
Right. So take your time. And again, if you really want to, maybe you switch up again and say, I want to wait until marriage. Do so. I'll recommend that.
Hmm.
Don't you're not missing out on anything, okay? Just take it easy and and try to deal with not like minded people as well, Lacey. I think that's also the biggest thing.
Yeah, but all
You
the
really
guys, they just want to have sex. Like that's literally
we
it.
don't want
Like,
we don't want that. We want the guys who are making it ideally make sense and that they're actually human. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
hmm,
at least from your view. So
yeah,
that's the best thing. If you look at the comments, they'll all tell you there's a lot of experienced women in here, and guys as well that's in here, and they'll tell you it's not necessarily worth rushing it at all. So you can look at the comments as well.
yeah.
Um,
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
that's it, and that's it. I appreciate you hopping on, Lacey.
Thank you.
Shit, ain't you in Atlanta? Ain't shit out here. I'm gonna, this city ain't shit. Okay, the girls is the niggas out here too. Okay, you you don't want that smoke out here. I promise you. That's it, and that's that. Yeah, no. Boy, was I in for a rude awakening, man. Let's see. We got yo, so where?
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh my gosh, okay, I'm so scared. Sorry, so this is like such a long story, so I need to try and sum it up. So basically, I had met this dude. So I just moved to Houston in October, and I had just met him in October, outside, of course. And when I had met him, like the day after, we ended up going out and stuff like that, catching a little vibe. And we went on like 3 dates back to back, and then some stuff happened. We ended up stopped talking, and then
What happened? Wait, you said something. What happened?
Long story short, basically, I had a housewarming party because I had just moved out here, and then he was like, "Okay, like I'll get a section," or he said he was getting a section for his friend's birthday, and they were inviting people. And then he was like, "Oh, you should pull up," and I was like, "Oh, well, like all my cousins and friends and sisters are out here for my housewarming party, so it's like gonna be like 7 or 8 of us." And he was like, "Oh, that's like a lot of people. Like, not gonna lie, we only have space for like 3 of you guys." So I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." Like, he's like, "But you guys can come to the after hours." So we're like, "Okay, cool." So now in his after hours, he ends up saying that he got hella drunk. He's going home. So I was like, all right. So we end up going out with this other dude, and I pull up to the after hours and I see him with some BBL bandit. And I was just like, oh my days. So like he lied, said he wasn't going to be there. But the thing is like, we didn't have sex. We didn't do anything. Like I literally had just met him like 4 days ago, and we just went on like a few dates back to back. So I was like, okay, like you're a little weird, but like I didn't think it was crazy, you know, because I was like, we didn't really have anything serious.
Within this little tenure here, yeah, I haven't done anything at all, right? Like
Well, we made out, but that was it.
that was about it. Okay.
Yeah, because I literally just had met him 4 days ago. So I'm like, even though I did catch you with another girl, like I came here with another dude too. So it's not really that serious. So I was just like, he was a little weird for that. So I was like, I don't really feel like I'm losing anything. So I'm like, let me just stop talking to him for now. So, anyways, we didn't talk to each other. He was trying to explain himself, and he was like, "No, like you don't understand. I was going home, and this, and that's just my friend." I'm like, "I don't care." Anywho, so we stopped talking, and then that was in October. Now, fast forward to April. I'm outside again. I bump into him, and he starts talking to me, and he's like, like I feel like we had a good thing going back then. I don't know what happened, why we stopped talking. So we end up start talking again. Went on a few dates. He was being super consistent. We were like seeing each other every single day. Like everything was going really good. And of course, I end up giving it up. We end up sleeping together after like a week of the rekindling and like going out and stuff, and stuff like that. So, anyways, when I tell you this man was so consistent, and then after I gave it up, it's like now I'm not hearing from
There's
you.
not much consistency that can happen within a week, love.
Okay, you're right. You're very right.
You and I both know that, though. Go ahead.
Okay. So now she said, damn girl, you easy. Anyways, so it's like after he got what he wanted, it's like now like I'm not hearing from you till like later in the day. You're not texting me as much.
But just so y'all know, when it comes to like Houston, even Atlanta culture, that's very common. That's why the
Yeah.
STD rate is the way it is. You go out, go to the club, go to after hours, get drunk, get fucked.
Yeah. Basically, no, you're not lying. Like that's literally exactly what it is.
Out here and out there too. So I'm asking you, were you aware of this culture though? Like, did you know what this came with? I'm being real. I'm gonna keep it up.
I'm 100% aware of the culture. And the thing is, I'm like, I tell myself like, okay, I'm just gonna have fun. I'm not gonna catch feelings. Then I end up catching feelings. And that's the issue. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, so so I was like, okay, he's like being kind of inconsistent. So I just let him know. I was like, I feel like, like you kind of got what you wanted, good for you. And like now you're like acting a little bit weird. So like I'm just gonna remove myself from the situation. And he was like, no, like I just wasn't talking to you like that because I'm in nursing school, by the way. And he's like, you're in nursing school, and like I just don't want to be distracting you, and that's why like I was kind of falling back, giving you space to hit me up. What do I look like hitting a man up? Like you're the man, you're supposed to be pursuing me. So I was like, I feel like that's not a good enough excuse. So anywho, basically from April up until May, it was like a back and forth thing. Like he would be like a little inconsistent, then he would love bomb me for like a week or two, and he'd be the best man ever. We'd hang out, he'd take me on dates, and we'd spend like 3 nights together. Everything would be good. Then he'd go ghost for like 2 days, and then I'd be like, I don't know.
Within every rekindled moment, y'all were fucked though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think what this is, this should be a testament to a nigga.
Yes, he's Nigerian. Sorry, someone asked.
Nigerian.
Yes, I know.
Them niggas don't, you know how them niggas don't care. You know what I'm
I
saying?
already know.
You know,
The story gets so much more worse.
They got, the young Nigerian guys. They got the money, man. They know who the fuck. So they out here for us. All right, now, but what I was saying is, though, I mean, So what's confusing you at this point, though? What's
Okay,
not?
so what would happen is because I would like literally like fake break up with him. Like, okay, I would be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, you're just being inconsistent, whatever. And then so I would block him. And then when I block him, he'll start calling me from his other phone, from his friend's phone, doing all the thing like, no, like, we can really fix this. Like, I'm sorry, da 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 da. So in my delusional little mind, because I am like graduating from being a bird, But like, if someone keeps going out of their way to keep like hitting me up, then I'm like, okay, maybe you do like me a little bit,
You're a guy. Sometimes I think that the reason why I name my thing Think Like a Man has been that for a very long time is because that's probably one of the biggest. If you actually know how to switch your perspective and actually think like a man for 2 seconds, I'm not saying what a man thinks is the best thing in the world, right? But one of the biggest things you should be able to do is be able to switch that perspective, right? So if you're a guy in this scenario, right, you probably have the means to do it. You go out, you club, you do what you do. This girl to you wasn't easy. That wasn't hard, right? She was in your mind. She's easy. It's always been one of them things where you don't have to do too much. You have to put a little bit out there, and she'll go each and every time, whether she wanted to cut you off or not. Would you ever, to any degree, take that girl seriously at all? Just in general, though.
No.
Are you looking to be taken seriously, or are you like what are you looking for?
Yeah, I want it to be.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So when you switch that perspective, I'm telling you, you get your answer every single time. That's literally the trick to everything. If you can switch your perspective, you're not a male, and you know the scenario and what has happened from the start to finish. You have, if it doesn't make sense to you, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't engage.
Right.
So, yeah, of course. I mean, shit. I mean, if I could take a girl out to the club every single time, shit, and goddamn go home and get some ass. I mean, I wouldn't want to let her go either. I'll call off that fake number because where's my doormat going? Where does my doormat think she's going?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I get what I'm saying. Niggas love a nigga. See what y'all don't understand, right? Niggas love a girl that's openly delusional about them because it feeds their ego. Think about it. Women have access to all these different resources, conversations, friends, all this extra shit to tell you what not to do. So if the girl is willing to go out of her way to do this shit that's not that she shouldn't do, that's obvious, it makes the guy feel like, man, I'm that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's like I don't, I'm handsome, like I'm tall, I mean, shit, I can have my way, shit. If I want to call nobody at 4 a.m., I know she won't answer the phone. It's just to us, it's a more access. It's the ability to do something more than it actually being done, or whether we cared or not. Do you get my job? Do you get my gist?
Yes, no, I get you 100%.
Right.
What had happened? Basically, so that whole on and off thing was going on, and then he just randomly was like, "Oh, I'm moving to Atlanta. I just got this job." And I'm just like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Yeah." So he claims that he's moving to Atlanta for this job. He goes to Atlanta for 2 weeks. So he put all his stuff, he got rid of his apartment, put all his stuff into the storage, and moves to Atlanta, goes, and then he like comes back to Houston. He was like going back and forth, and then he said that oh no, one of the times he was in Atlanta, he's like, "Oh, my cousin is having a wedding, so I actually have to fly to Arizona." So I'm like, okay, cool. So he goes to Arizona. When he goes to Arizona, he's at the airport, he calls me, tries to start this argument with me. We end up getting into an argument. Keep in mind, this is on a Friday, right? So now I cussed him out after he started an argument with me. So now he decides to not talk to me for 2 days, which is Saturday and Sunday. So how convenient that you start an argument with me when you're going to a different state. So I'm like, you know what, cool, whatever. Of course, Monday he calls me and he's like, "Yeah, like, are you ready to talk now?" I'm like, "Nigga, I've been ready to talk." So anywho, we end up talking. He apologized.
Yo,
Oh, sorry, am I not allowed to cuss?
This is crazy. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, what happened?
No.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying not to.
My thing is, you're going about it and you're thinking through this whole thing and you're still going. Like
that's what my sister told me. She's
it's
like,
not even like you're. You know how some girls like they're not. You're going through it, and I can tell you're the type to think about this shit as it's happening.
Yeah.
All right, Byron, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's what my sister said. She's like, "You're self-aware, but you're still dumb because you're still doing it even though you know better." And I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, so after that, he's like, "Okay, well, I'm at the airport now and I'm coming and we're going to talk about this and I'm coming to your crib, da da da." So once again, I'm like, okay, cool. So from Arizona, after he didn't talk to me for 2 days, he ends up coming over. We end up talking about it. We end up making it up. And then he ends up saying that, like, I guess the job could be remote, so he doesn't have to move to Atlanta no more. He only has to go once a month for these meetings.
I don't think he was ever going to. I don't ever think he was really going to Atlanta. I think he had to go visit Shorty in Arizona, and he was trying to figure out if he should lie about it, not how he should lie about it.
Well, okay, to be fair, he actually did get the job in Atlanta. I do have the proof of that, but okay, we'll get to the Arizona part. Anyway, so basically he came back. I don't know what we got in an argument about, but we got in an argument again. And then we didn't talk for 2 whole weeks because I just blocked him on everything. Even when he was reaching out, I was like, no, like, I'm not going to entertain it. Like, I just deserve better. Let me finally put my foot down after the 100th time. So now comes my birthday 2 weeks later. And I'm like, okay, let's see if he's going to reach out. Of course he does. He's like blowing up my phone. Sorry. This is so embarrassing. Okay, so he's blowing up my phone. And I was not answering, to be fair. He was hitting me on Instagram, all the fake numbers, having his friends call. I was being strong until he sent me a text. He's like, "Yeah, it's your birthday. I got you a section at this DJ Spinall thing, whatever." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you got me a section." So I was like, now I kind of have to go. And he was like, "Yeah, bring all your friends. Like, I want to celebrate you on your birthday." So I end up unblocking him. We end up going, having a grand time. And then, okay, sorry, this story's too long. Let me make it short. Long story short, we end up like getting back together and stuff like that. And
but y'all were never together, by the way. But just put that out.
Yeah.
Because just in case anybody knew, this man never asked her to be a girlfriend, took her out anywhere. This is always just been a man that's club.
How old am I?
Crib.
I just turned 26 last month. So yeah, I am old enough to know better. But
But I'm telling you, look, as somebody, I do be popping out to the clubs. And I have friends that promote, in Atlanta. So, I mean, I have a very good understanding of club culture, section culture. Niggas genuinely do love a section girl. If you're a girl, you love the section. You love to be in there and you taking a Don Julio shots and, you know, niggas love a girl like that, especially if she's consistent in doing it as well. So, understand that when a guy, especially when you're in the club and you're in the club pretty often, a guy that's pursuing you within any degree in that club is never a man that will ever take you seriously.
Right.
And also what plays into that also is the stigma and also the double standard. Niggas want to be in the club looking at all the bad Johns, but they don't necessarily want a girl that's in the club and she's bad and she's, you know what I'm saying? It's a double standard, the delusion that niggas just have in general. So, if you've ever been in the club for on a consistent level and you think that nigga that's giving you the shots and that has all the sections likes you, he does not. And he never will. And honestly, if he did and he brought you around the other niggas that done seen you at the club, he would get laughed at. And again, that's where the double standard comes in. But go ahead, though.
Wait, sorry. Everyone in the we don't only go to the club. Like, let me make that clear, because everyone's saying that I'm on the flyers at the club, this and that. I'm not even on flyers. I don't go to the club like that. But anyways, I forgot where I was at. Long story short, basically, he ends up coming back to Houston, and he signed a lease for his apartment, which he was supposed to move in on the 15th, which is today, but this was like 2 weeks ago. So he was like, yeah, since I like already got rid of my apartment, I'm just gonna stay with my friend for 2 weeks. So he was staying with his friend, and then he would like come be with me all day and then go back, be with me. So I was like, you might as well just like stay here until you get your apartment, because you're here all the time anyways. Yeah, stupid of me, I know. Anywho, so like a few days ago, I see someone FaceTiming him. I see someone FaceTiming him. Oh no, the friend was a guy. Like, I know the friend, so it's not a girl. Anyways, no, I was even at the friend's house too. Anyway, sorry. So he, you guys are making me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, so basically I see some girl FaceTiming him. He didn't answer the call, and he'd be answering all his calls in front of me. So now he's not answering. Then I see like we were laying down one time and he was texting, and it says the girl, I'm not going to say her name, but it says the name at the top. And I see like a paragraph from her and a paragraph from him. So I'm like, okay, this is giving like something I need to look into, but I don't know his password, so I couldn't get into his phone. So one time, now on Sunday, he was like, okay, order us some food on my phone, Uber Eats. So I'm like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to go through his text message and see who the girl is. Because keep in mind, when I seen her name on the phone, I typed her name in on his Instagram following, and then I saw the girl's page. So I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is her. So I go through his phone, I type in the girl's name in the text messages, and oh my gosh, I see like this message. She's basically saying like, you haven't been consistent with me and da-da-da-da. Like, I think we should just end things. Your communication is trash. And then he's like, babe, like, you know, I told you I was moving and I got this new job, but I'm working on it, but I still love you though, da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh my gosh. So this man has been staying in my house and he has a girl, apparently. So I called my cousin. I was like, I don't know what I should do. And she was like, first of all, I'm about to come over. So she comes over. It was a whole thing. Like, they got into it. I got into it with him. And then he ends up leaving, but he left some of his stuff still here. So he was going to have to come back and get it. But my cousin convinces me to DM the girl, which I don't know. Do you think that's like bird behavior to DM her? Okay, so I know like it's weird to DM someone because we're not in a relationship. But at the end of the day, we're doing relationship things. You're telling me that you want me to be your girlfriend. I should be your mom. We're sleeping together, like doing all these things. So I feel like I'm kind of valid. No?
Well, I mean, whatever. It's up to you when it comes to that. But I just don't think you're looking at the bigger picture here.
What's the bigger picture?
You at 26, 2 decades and 6 years, with all the knowledge I just know you have, I could tell by the way you're talking. You had a man that didn't even ask you to be his girlfriend living in your crib.
He wasn't living there.
He was staying there.
Okay.
That's what needs to be addressed. What you're now a victim to is just what Houston, and again, even Atlanta, is about. Niggas look for women that think like you. Niggas love a woman that is aware, but she just won't do better because you just look so good. That is the best type of fool, if you will. So I'm just saying there's a much bigger picture. Use your knowledge, use your critical thinking skills to your advantage, if you will, in the scenario moving forward. All right, that's it and that's that. I mean, we can set up and, I mean, if you want to go message her, I mean, I don't think it's going to change anything. You could.
No, I did. That's what I was saying. I did end up messaging her.
What did she say?
She basically said that he like did the same exact thing. She's the Arizona girl, so when he did go to Arizona, he went to see her, literally saw her, came right back to my crib after, and they slept together, everything. She's been talking to him since February, so she's even been with him longer than I have, and like literally everything that happened with me is the same thing that happened with her. So she was like super upset about it. I was upset, and I was just like, this is crazy, but they were like long distance, I guess.
But look. And guess what? And guess I'm gonna put y'all on game. So for all y'all that want to sit up here and pop it for just anybody, and just because a nigga look good, understand that niggas don't use condoms either. So, and a lot of cases, so understand that there isn't. What I'm telling you, what I'm saying, just be a little bit more strict and pick and choose who you want to mess with on that level. There's more, you know, there's more to it than just that. Than just don't be delusional, right? I'm also speaking on the safety issue as well, and how, again, your health could be compromised if you don't move a certain type of way. So, well, you are in Houston. I'm sure you know the facts when it comes to the health of people in Houston. Atlanta too. Let me throw us out there too. So just be a little bit more careful. Are you talking to him still?
So yesterday, because he had left his stuff, so he was trying to get his stuff, but I was like, I feel like I need some sort of reparations or something. So I was telling him that he needed to send me some money. Well, actually, to be fair, I was like, you need to hold on. That's a whole nother story. Anywho, so he was not trying to send me the money I feel like I deserved. So it was a whole thing. He was like banging at my door, like, give me my stuff. And I'm like, you're not getting it until you.
What money did you feel like you deserved?
Well, for one, he told me that he was gonna, because he was like doing things that he should, like buying me stuff, buying food, like while he was here and stuff like that. I was going to my clinicals. I was almost an hour away, and he was filling up my tank. So he told me when I got back from my clinicals, he was gonna fill up my tank, and that happened to be the day where I found out this whole thing. So he never ended up getting my gas. I was
So
like,
you were withholding, this man's things for gas money?
Yes, basically. And that's what he said too. But I feel like, yeah, I need at least something. Shit. So it was a whole thing. Long story short, he ended up getting his stuff, and yeah, that was kind of it. We cussed each other out, and then I've not seen or heard from him since. That was yesterday. I'm not gonna talk to him anymore.
Like I said, remember what I just want everybody to just remember, because there's a lot of girls in here that y'all like going to the clubs, y'all like being in the sections. I need y'all to just remember what I said to y'all. There's a lot of girls. I remember the culture is go to the club, go to the afties, get some liquor, fuck. If that's what now, I'm just being real with y'all though. If there's having fun, but also you have to be very careful, especially with specific locations, if you will. So be very, just keep a heads up. You can have fun and not, what I'm saying? Don't be a goer. If you're my audience, at least if you're listening to me, don't be a goer for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's it as that, man. So just be very careful. That's it. That's it. And that's it. And yeah, don't. You don't need the gas money, love. Just don't talk to him no more.
No, he ended up sending it. That's why I told him I'm not giving you your shit, and I'm gonna throw it in the trash until I get it. So it was like a whole back and forth, but he ended up sending it. And then I did, maybe spill some stuff on his thing and take the shoelaces out and stuff like that. But I did give him his stuff because I'm like, I don't need to hold it, but So he ended up getting his stuff. And then, I blocked him, and I'm not going to talk to him again. Because, the thing is, when I was going back, it was for stuff like bad communication. But when there's another girl involved, you're sleeping with someone, putting my health at risk. Yes, I'm actually going to leave for that.
But I agree. But let's be real here, right? You're only caring about that now because you found out that there's another girl involved, for real, and that was actually confirmed to you. You knew about this entire time. This was your thought process the entire time.
I had suspicions, but I never had proof.
The suspicions were clearly damn near facts, because how he was moving or what he wasn't doing, and the fact that he was inconsistent, everything played a role. You kind of see what I'm saying? You just ignored it until you found out that there was actually somebody there, 100%. And that's the problem. Some of y'all sit back and wait for actual proof, and you don't need it. That's it. I appreciate you hopping on.
Thank you.
All right. Yo, see, you just been in my live trolling the whole day, right? I think it's funny as hell. Tyree, what's the word, man? That's my real type right there, man. Nah, where's CJ? What's good with her, man? Um, you go LMAO, man. LMAO.
Hello.
Yeah, what's the word, man? What's going on, son?
Hi. So I know now.
She
We
right there,
just
Rosie. She right there commenting. Look, her shit right here. Say Todd. Go ahead.
so this is a kind of I'm gonna try and fasten it up. Me and him broke up like 5 or 4 days ago. Still going through the motions and everything. Backstory though, this is like I've dated multiple people in the past, but like this was like I felt so close to this person, and they just like absolutely like had their like claws in my brain. But anyways, we were talking for like about a year.
How old
Pretty.
are you guys?
I'm 21. He's 22.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So started talking to him last year around like February, and I remember him telling me like I'm a very much homebody. Can I first explain that? Like I don't go out. That like took me to Miami, and we like had fun and stuff like that.
Wait. He took you to Miami. I did what?
Had like went to like clubs and stuff like that, because I don't go out. Like that was like my first time ever like going to Miami. Like he took me around everywhere, and he's just a cool dude, you know?
Yeah, and this is somebody that obviously, I mean, that lives in your state. Someone y'all just been out together.
Yeah, basically.
And have y'all been intimate at this point in time, or is it just?
Yeah, it first started off as intimate. I was gonna get into that because he was like, I remember us driving in the car and he was like, oh, I don't want a relationship. And at the time I was just starting college, and I was like, I don't want a relationship too, but it's like I feel so connected to this person that I want to go out. I want to still like continue what like we had, right? Months down the line, like things like kind of start falling apart for him. And mind you, at the time too, we weren't in a relationship, so yes, I was talking to other people because I felt it was right of me to talk to other people. I expected him to be talking to other people too. I didn't really think about it though because I didn't really care. What was it? I remember one time he texted me and he was like, hey, like, I don't want to do this anymore, da da da. He told me that the whole reason why he did that, because he was having an argument with this girl. And then that day when, that whole thing, we had like a conversation, he found out that I was talking to other people. And that's when he started to be like very protective. And like, I remember times I would be home, mind you, I live with my mom. I don't sneak nobody into my house. What was it? And he would call me and he'd be like, oh, I feel like you're with someone right now. Why is your voice like that? Like, like stuff like that. I remember one time, like, he sent me this video from like Twitter, multiple videos from Twitter, and he was like, oh, this is you, that's you. And I literally spent the whole morning like an idiot, like arguing with this dude about how like that's not me and how I wouldn't do that. There's like so many things, or like so many stories of just like him, like he'd be like accusing me and stuff like that. And for the longest it was like
I don't understand. What are we talking about here? I was never together.
we were at one okay, so we started our relationship in December after he found out that that I was talking to other people.
I will say this again. Just that alone, y'all were never in a relationship.
Why you say that?
Well, because that wasn't based off somebody that wanted to, being something committed with you. That was a response to not having as much control as he thought he did. So, like, if a relationship is simply words, you have to be very careful in how the foundation of those words come together, right? So That's what I'm saying. Just keep in mind, it had nothing to do with him genuinely wanting to be anything committed. Because when that opportunity was offered up, he said, "No, that's not what I'm looking for." And so again, I don't think people understand, or I think people do underestimate the lengths that certain guys are willing to go to control. And so y'all end up putting yourself in a scenario that sounds good, even though it isn't. Go ahead.
Right. Like, we started talking in February. He asked me to be his girlfriend around that time, like December, you know? And, like, what was it? I don't know. It just got very, like, controlling. And at one point, it's just like I felt like I was like always on the lower pedestal to like feel bad and wanting to like apologize and make
Yeah,
up
so
for.
usually, and that's usually what happens when you're in a scenario where the picture that's being painted is, hey, this girl did something to me, or they felt like they did something that wasn't loyal, and then the guy stays. This is why I'm saying, I'm not saying whether you did or you didn't, or whether you owed that person any loyalty within that person at that point in time or not. But once again, a male figure, anybody in the male species finds out that you are entertaining anybody else 9 times, especially when, 9 times out of 10, all that's going to follow that is control. They won't leave you because of what you were doing. They would ideally just want to get more control because it's the ego thing, right? They're not thinking about how ideally, y'all kind of get what I'm saying? Like, they don't care for any type of, future relationship or whether y'all could get over it. Niggas never going to get over that shit. Before a nigga gets over some shit a woman does, they'll find a new one. Mark my words here today. Look, as I sit here today, y'all can go test me. Test me. Before, especially if that guy thinks he's conventionally attractive and he feels like maybe he has some money, before a nigga gets over anything that a woman ever does to him, especially even if he's done it to somebody else in his lifetime, these will keep that girl around until he finds a better one.
Okay.
Simple. Or until they feel like they have the upper hand. I don't want y'all to believe. I mean, even if y'all want to, y'all could, but like, there is no. It's okay. We can just move past that. There is no moving past it. There is none. So I'm letting y'all know that right now. I don't know if y'all don't want to believe. I don't know, but that's just the reality.
I believe it. Honestly.
So, listen, I know y'all like to talk about the double standards and the patriarchy. That shit runs deeper than y'all think it does. That shit runs very, very much in all cultures too. It doesn't just stop at, oh, she shouldn't be able to do this and I should be able to do it. It doesn't stop at that. Go ahead.
But that's like I'm a little bit nervous and I kind of messed up the story, but like that's basically it. It was just like I'm trying to get over it now, and I'm trying to understand like why of everything, because he made it seem like he really wanted to be in a relationship with me, or he'd be like, we'd be arguing and he'd be like, you know how much I tried, and like stuff like that,
I just quite literally explained it to you.
Yeah.
So, but again, as long as you understand, I mean, moving forward, I mean, like I said, none of us are perfect. Women shouldn't be expected to be perfect. Right? That's not what I'm saying. That's not the image I'm trying to create. I'm just letting y'all know, just in case some shit does happen, maybe you do your own little thing on the side. Just have that heads up. Know what's to come right after that. Y'all kind of get what I'm saying? But ain't nobody perfect out here. I'm just putting that out. Go ahead. But in that scenario, though, that's pretty much straightforward.
Yeah, I learned a lot from this from this whole thing. I know. It's just ridiculous. And
You'll be all right. Give it some time.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate you dropping on, man. All right. Let me see. I've been getting on live a little longer. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I tell you, there's always just a few simple concepts. If you really get to understand these concepts, I swear dating becomes so much easier. Because now you kind of know what to look for. Y'all get what I'm saying? And that's why I always say it's better off if you're, as a woman, dating, ensure that you know yourself, know what you're capable of, know what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Like, just try to anticipate things a little bit. Let's see. What's the word?
Yo, can you hear me?
What's going on, man? I hear you.
Okay, so previously you were talking about how don't date if you don't have money.
No, I was just saying, if you don't have a sufficient enough money to be able to, like, especially as a man, especially, let me put emphasis, as a man, do not date anybody, please.
And what about a woman?
As a woman, I still recommend that you have your own money. Absolutely. I would never recommend that a woman be completely dependent financially on a man. No.
So recently I was diagnosed with a condition called VVS. I'm like probably looking into going into disability, but that has made me not want to go into like relationships or like talk to anyone because I know that that's people are not gonna want to like be with that, you know. But
I wouldn't necessarily say that though. But you know, there's somebody for everybody, of course. And you know, people who, let's say again that don't have that condition have to still go through certain shit. So don't believe that though. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, I get that. Like I know what I bring to the table and everything. Right. But I guess you're kind of just grieving your past self, you know. And yeah, I guess what would you do in my position?
Nah, I mean, again, though, like I said, you know, what's happening is happening. I wouldn't necessarily, again, I've been in this scenario before on live, and one of the things that I did point out was that, again, just date as normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let the condition, don't let anything stop you from, for one, having your standards and boundaries and knowing exactly what you deserve. Right? And then I will reiterate again, there are people without the condition who are living, you know, just, and they still have problems.
Yeah.
You kind of get what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Don't let it, you know, hinder you. And just be straight up and straightforward. And be patient, just like everybody else. Don't think too much into it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well that's helpful. Thank you.
For sure. Just take it easy, all right?
Yeah, you too.
All right, man. Yeah, man. This is, we just, All right. What time is it? Damn, 8:47. Natalia, my bad. I'm meeting Natalia because she did ask. I have one more. Natalia, how you doing, man?
Hi.
What's going on?
I'm actually really nervous. I'm like shaking. So, long story short, my boyfriend, he's been acting up like strange.
Okay, elaborate.
He's been cold. He really well.
Wait, Natalia, I can't hear you. It's going out. It literally stopped at my boyfriend's been acting strange. What? Explain that. Hello? Hello? Are you still there? Damn. No connection, I guess. I'm gonna give it a little second.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, it stopped that my boyfriend was acting a little strange.
Yes, so like around 4th of July, things were cool. And then he was like, oh, I've been, thinking about things. I need to talk to my sister, blah, blah, blah. They talked, and then literally the next day he was like cold as fuck. Like we will be
How long have y'all been together?
Texting.
How long have y'all been together?
About 4 months.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We will be texting like throughout the day at work and calling, sending pictures, like being very connected. Right. And literally the next day he was like so cold, no texting, no calling, no nothing. So I've been starting feeling weird. Then on Tuesday, which is Tuesday last week, he was like, I'm starting to go to like a call anonymous, like for addiction and shit, which I didn't know he used to go. And then he said that he has so much going on. Yep. That He
Family
needs time
issues
for
too.
himself.
Did he
That
put
he,
did he throw some family issues in there too?
no,
Oh,
just that, yeah. And so then that he can be, putting too much effort in a relationship, that he needs to focus on himself, blah blah blah. Weird shit is that we went to the gym. So we went to the gym and then we had the talk in my car, right? When we were at the gym, I noticed that his ex, like he was talking to his ex. He didn't know I was coming behind him, and like I saw like a huge paragraph that he sent, and I was like, "Oh, who you're texting?" He's like, "Oh, my mom," but I knew it wasn't his mom. And then we had that talk, and like since then he's been like so weird. He changed the password of his phone. No talking, no calling, like almost no contact. We see each other like at the gym, but that's it. And so I told him over the weekend, like, so what's going on? And he's like, well, I need like a few weeks. Things are gonna be better. We're working through things. And then he said something like, don't be so dramatic.
But in your mind, are y'all still in a relationship?
In my mind, yes, but in his mind, he said that we're just
Natalia, do you understand that that is probably your biggest problem right now?
well, it's giving me anxiety. Like for some reason, I could not stop thinking about this. Like,
I understand. Obviously, your feelings are involved. You're human. There's gonna be anxiety that comes with that. But what I'm saying to you is, Natalia, right? Your ability, and I tell people this all the time. If you're gonna date, you have to be ready for all different types of results. I'm so serious when I say that because you just never know. And this is a scenario where you were blindsided. You came out of, it surprised you, right? How you're
yeah,
reacting to this right here is what's going to actually be your downfall, not what he actually did. Because what he did was just some fuck shit, right? What's going to be your real downfall, what's going to actually affect you 6 months, a year from now, is how you're actually reacting to it. I've always said this to people. When you get put in a scenario to where, again, you're blindsided, maybe somebody cheated, so on and so forth, or maybe the energy is going down, you have to match that with disappearing completely. Because the minute you start asking questions, well, why this and why that, or you let them talk to you whenever they want to talk to you, right? It creates this image, and it portrays this image that, for one, they can get whatever they want with you, and two, you don't like yourself. You
yeah.
like the idea of them more than you like yourself, Natalia. So what I'm telling you is, right, step away from the fact that y'all were together at some point in time and really just hone into how you're reacting to the situation. 6 months from now, Natalia, when there's no feelings at all involved, how are you going to look at yourself?
Like I know, like I know, but at the same time, it's like I'm cannot stop thinking about that, about the conversation. Like I've been going
You
through
thinking about
over
it
and
is
over.
here's what I'm saying to you, Natalia. I think here's what we're disconnecting. You thinking about it, you feeling some type of way about it is completely okay. There's nothing wrong with it, to be honest. That's gonna happen anyways. But I do believe that there has to be a boundary, Natalia. So you can think about it and feel some type, but that person shouldn't be able to talk to you. You shouldn't even be seeing this motherfucker at the gym, right? That's kind of the separation. That's what I'm talking about. If you actually do your part to actually remove yourself from the scenario completely, stop calling him your boyfriend when he's not, you'll be fine over time.
Okay.
Also,
I
like, I
feel
don't
so
know, Natalia.
stupid.
I gotta ask you a question. Do you think that he's God?
Lying?
Do you think he's God?
No.
So why do you feel as though he could dictate when and whenever he can, or not be in your life if you want? Why do you actually believe, right, that this individual has so much power that they can talk to you whenever they feel like it? They can move and do whatever they want, and you're just gonna sit up there and wonder. But are you seeing what I'm saying? You're putting this person on a pedestal that they shouldn't be on. That's all. And I mean, that's just what it is. It's a control. You let this person control how you feel each and every day. That's a problem. He's not God. He's a person just like me, you, and everybody else in this life. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it, and that's that.
I was thinking, like because I've never had like the love bombing. That's something like a friend told me, like, oh,
Yeah, love
dude,
bomb.
he
That
was
is
like
true.
love bombing you so fucking much, and I was like, well, I don't know, this has never happened to me, honestly.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, because he was like so devoted, and he was like, I'm so ready to settle down, and like, you know, all the things that you could imagine a love bombing. And I don't know, I guess I believed that we were like,
That is real.
that something was getting like really good and things were really good. But literally, he's got that text on like last Tuesday. Mind you, we were like cooking, and he fucking started crying. Like, he started crying. I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I just received a phone call today from like unexpected person and kind of fucked me up. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, you know, it made me reflect to like all the shit I've done in the past and things I regret. I'm like, what's going on? I didn't catch it. And then I said, oh, was it your girlfriend? Like, everything's okay? I thought maybe something bad happened, you know? And he's like, oh, don't fucking take it personal, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, I'm not, like...
Kelly, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, man. That's real.
And so he got all defensive, which I wasn't no jealous, no nothing. Like, I was actually concerned, like, what's going on? Like, you're crying, dude. I've never seen you crying. What the fuck is going on? And he's like, stop asking me questions. Get the fuck out of my house. And like, he literally kind of basically kicked me out of his house. And then on Thursday, he invited me to church because he wanted to like reconnect to like his spiritual side. We went to church. It was actually really nice. And we hung out on Saturday. We went back to church on Sunday. And then on Sunday, he's like, I'm sorry for everything, for being mean to you. I do really see a future, a beautiful future with you. So it's like, he tells me things, but then he's fucking...
But like, Natalia, you let this man kick you out of his crib and within the same breath go to church with you.
Yeah.
Do you recognize that you literally have no control over your life? I mean, I don't know how else that could be expressed. I don't know if you think that this is some type of Disney movie where you could be a hopeless romantic. But this is not that. You are here dealing with somebody with narcissistic traits, right? That quite literally will play in your face at will whenever he feels like it. So, if you want to continue on thinking that this is Princess on a Frog or whatever you want to think it is, then by all means.
No.
But you need to regain control over your life before it is too late. Okay, Natalia?
Yeah.
That's it and that's that. No more, on and off. Matter of fact, when you get off the live right now, you should block him. Okay?
I'm like shaking.
Take it easy, man. Take it easy. But seriously, like when you get off the live, do yourself that favor and cut all contact. I'm serious. All right?
Okay.
All right, Natalia, appreciate you hopping on, man. All right. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired as hell. Y'all know I usually don't even stay on past 8 o'clock. I am tired. That last one, that kicking you out the crib and taking you to church part, that was my sign right there. Once folks start playing with God, I just knew I had to get off this live, bro. I mean, I just don't like what really be wrong though. On a serious note, I don't know. I appreciate you, Vanessa. I appreciate you for the gift, man. My only thing that I could ask from y'all today, for real, is that y'all all, if you're new to my live, especially if you're new to my live, you join. Oh my God, send a heart me so that you can join the team, man. That's all I ask. That's the only way we're gonna build the live, get it to the point that we need to be at, so that these will be a lot more entertaining. So if you're here right now It is only 1 cent. I don't ask y'all for no money. All I ask is for the support, and the best way to do that is my heart me's, man. So if y'all can get me to 50 in here, I would really appreciate it, man. That's it. Especially if you're new on the live.